live right now, and I do the worst intros and outros. So I like to time it right for the most awkward moment for those intro and outros. So hello if we're live now. If we're not, then you're going to catch me in the middle of it.
I can tell you if we're live now if you like.
I know in 5 seconds because I'm watching YouTube too. We are playing D&D. And oh yeah, I see me. There we go. Okay, sweet. We're playing D&D today, and we have a fun campaign that we're going to be running. And the idea is we're going to be running this monthly. I am Rachel. I am the Dungeon Master, and all of the players, I will mess up their player names and go back and forth between player names and real person names, which is why I have YouTube up so I can look at the player names.
D&D in a nutshell.
Yeah. Before I give you your introduction for the setting, do you guys want to describe each other? Would you like your introduction first?
I kind of like the in-media res, like dropping us into the story as you explain it.
Sweet.
Kind of pass the ball and see how we fumble.
All right. Well, to give you guys kind of an introduction of where you are. 325 years ago, in-game. There was a zombie apocalypse. The zombie apocalypse was, most people know the myth, and the myth is that a lich ripped open a hole to the, I believe, to the negative energy plane and let out all of this undeath energy. It came in the form of undead beings like zombies and skeletons and things that were considered arcane curiosities. Like there was elementals composed just of death energy. The Lich decided that his intent was to take over the whole planet. Nobody knows exactly what happened after that because that is where records stop. And the rest is kind of myth. As far as everybody knows, the whole world essentially fell into death and destruction, or those who survived, it became a Dark Ages. The Dark Ages, in this case, being very much language stuck around as oral tradition, but written stuff was very much lost. People kind of receded back to the protection of the city walls, which meant that a lot of the travel between cities and thus the trade or the information passing back and forth also stopped. Political lines became very, very close in. Political allies were destroyed because nobody was traveling back and forth, and nobody came to the aid of anybody else simply because there was no ability to. You went to the aid of somebody else and you risked losing your kingdom to it. It was a tough world. Food sources dropped, information dropped, knowledge dropped, which means that in the way that your world is coming out of it right now, there's a lot of missing information. There's no accurate world map. There is no accurate description of what the old politics are. We're looking at old myths and legends. There's even no accurate description of what the pantheon of gods were. There are 8 gods that you all are aware of as characters, but there are stories naming God of something. It's just there's no god associated with anymore. So there's totally a god of war, but that god is lost as far as name and mythology. He is almost just, or she is almost just a footnote in somebody else's religious text. Magic is also very much lost. So much of arcane studies has been destroyed by the fact that knowledge and writing, nobody had time to make enough food to feed yourselves. Nobody's spending hours a day just writing spells out. A lot of magic is missing. Where this brings us today is you guys are starting on the island of Altarian. And Altarian, it has survived the Dark Ages and is coming into a renaissance. The relatively young king who is taking who took the throne 2 years ago, his name is King Douglas II. Douglas is a rather well-intentioned and enthusiastic monarch who is coming into power at the right time. His kingdom is healthy, it is safe, the population is growing and expanding, and everybody has been protected for long enough that trade goes back and forth between the island, the farms are expanding, and there is now leisure time. There's time to invest in reading, spell creation, and even your arts like painting and music. Theater has come back. And this is all coming kind of at a time where he is able to benefit financially from the good state his kingdom is in. And what he wants to do with his wealth is he wants to go and find the lost world. He wants to go hire adventurers and send them out to go find people who survived these dark ages to try to reunite the world. He also wants to go and find what was lost. What is myth, what is legend, and what was fact? And this is where our campaign starts today. You all have been, in some way, shape, or form, recruited for one of these passages. The king has spent the last couple of years spending a lot of time and resources building ships. You guys are on a small tropical island, so in order to go discover the lost world, you have to get on a ship, which is the first rule of D&D. You don't get on the ship, and I'm starting you there. So you guys will be getting on a ship to go and to travel one of the cardinal directions that the ship's captain will be taking you on. The reasons that you joined the ship are your own. You either sent them to me in your backstory, or we'll discover them today. But our story will start with you guys in the capital. And the ship has not left port yet. You are scheduled to leave tomorrow. All of you have discussed things with the travel arrangements with your family and next of kin here, because chances are you're going for a very long period of time. And you have been recruited by the captain. Everything is kind of set for your voyage. All of you have been onto the ship to figure out what it looks like, where you're supposed to be at 0800 hours in the morning. And you have the rest of today to essentially say goodbye to the city and civilization as you know it before you kind of go off into the world. That is where we start.
I'd like to imagine, if I may, down by the docks, trying to convince my mother that I don't need to bring 7 swords. 1 will do, I'm pretty sure. Plus, there's probably a weight limit of some kind on this thing.
Your mother looks at you with her massive bicep and phenomenal kind of, built upper body. And she looks and she says, I carry 1 sword and 6 sidearms. It's always good to have a contingency for a backup plan, for a backup plan, for a backup plan. Your father and I invested in these swords for you.
Yes, but I'm not bringing 12 squires with me like you normally have. Nor are my squires riding, what do you call those horses that are 3 times the size of a horse? Big horse?
She rolls her eyes slightly as she looks at the crew. The crew's complement is about 250 people. She's looking at all of them. In your mind, you know this look. It is very much the look of, they're all potential squires. But you can give me a persuasion check on your mother.
Let's see how the first roll of the game gets us. That'll be a 23. Wow, I can do that.
23, okay. Your mother sighs. She takes back all but 1 of the extra swords. And she says, we'll store these for you for when you come home.
Exactly. I'll be home and I'll be well seasoned and excited to wield my many, many, many weapons.
So your mother, not necessarily the physically affectionate type, just kind of gives you a clap on the back. And she says, I know you will make us and the Lord Protagon proud.
Yup, that's what I'm here to do. Thumbs up for them.
She then kind of gives you a symbol that she's done plenty of times. This is clearly a religious blessing, and it is one that you just kind of do quickly, typically. But she does it very wholeheartedly. She whispers a blessing in your ear, and then she goes to leave.
I don't know if orcs, or half orcs in this case, can blush through the greenish brown skin, but if they can, the whole crew just saw it.
I imagine it's like a brown blush, not like a pink blush, but like a brown, yeah.
Yeah. Enough that enough people saw it and go like, "Oh,
yeah,
cute, but no."
This was your mother's equivalent of the kiss on the cheek.
Oh, fully. Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna find me a hammock on this thing and just not think about killing things for a minute.
The ship is a very large kind of, think like large galleon style ship. And very much all of you would have been told when you got onto the ship that the crew all sleep in one open quarters. They do have an area that is separated for people who want a little bit more privacy. But in general, there's kind of two sections. There's your private section, which has still got 20 hammocks in it, and then there's your public section, which has got like 200 hammocks in it. So it's not necessarily a huge amount more private. There's only like a curtain in between them, so it's not like it's more of a privacy thing so much as you think it's a, checking a box.
Mhm.
The people who have rooms on the ship are exactly what you would expect. The ship's captain has a room. The first mate has a room. The ship's doctor has a room, along with he's pretty much in the infirmary, but there's a hammock in the infirmary that gives him his own room. The ship does have a ship's mage as well, and the ship's mage is given their own quarters as well. Otherwise, everybody else sleeps in the same room. Very easy to find a hammock because everybody else is loading the ship currently. All the hammocks are empty.
Picks one in the larger of the two rooms, not realizing that there is a smaller, more privatized room of it, but really just kind of nice to not be sheltered for a bit, to be somewhere where there's people doing stuff.
Okay. Where would you three be?
I'd say I'd be saying my goodbyes to the priest of Pax who would take me in.
The priest of Pax is a human woman in her 40s. She's had a hard life and she looks more like she's in her 50s than her 40s. She is the hands-on type. So there would be very much kind of like hugs and kind of like holding you by the cheeks. And it would be a very, very, very affectionate goodbye. Mother saying goodbye to her son. Wears kind of a white, collarbone to ankles, very much rectangular dress. There's no real attempt at sewing to make this look like it has any type of form, but it is like pure white. It is almost like bleached white with blue hems around it. Very much not adorned in jewelry. Any jewelry would be like simple turned wood or like braided string even, or at the very most vines. It's a very simplistic church. But yes, would look at you and would say, I see great things from your future. Things will be better than your past.
Certainly hope so. I feel more comfortable out of the city anyways.
Well, I think they're taking people on the ship now, if you would like. We will be praying for you every moment of the day. And she waits for you to go on the ship, and she waves as you go on the ship, and she continues to wave until you descend down to the lower deck.
Rel would most likely be where the most people are. Try and blend in.
Well, there's people doing manual work on the ship.
Perfect.
Okay.
Right in there. Not doing manual work, but in there.
Okay, so you're in the middle of the manual work. They're all lifting boxes. What are you doing as they lift a giant crate? There's like 6 men, big men, who are lifting this crate.
Wow. Very nice. Nice strong arms. Are you married?
One of them looks at you strange and says, yes. Another one smiles, big grin, and says, no, I'm totally single.
So Rel's gonna take out a book and be like, what's your name? To the one that's single.
His name is Connor.
I'm so many levels in 3 where this is going.
What would you just say your most defining feature is? I know the muscles, but anything else?
I'm articulate, well-spoken, good word range.
That's good.
Bad and lying.
Oh, this is very much a figures to make you have to
big
make out
feminists.
characters.
All right, so you're following the men around.
Following them around, keeping a checklist of who's single, who's not. Because she's gonna fix that.
I know where this is going. They don't, which is fun. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
All right, James.
Well, there is no one to look or to see Percival off, because everyone had to stay back in the small town he's from. They can't really be without their priest. So I'm going to be just observing things being loaded with a really loud clacking noise happening as I'm going through my prayer beads muttering to myself. Eventually seeing the 6 men attempting to lift this giant crate, I'm just going to go over and pick it up.
Describe yourself.
So, Percival is a large mountain of a man. Almost a hill of a man, you might say. He is 7'10", brown hair, striking green eyes, and a almost brick color to his skin, a reddish brown. He is very large, and he is very kind-eyed, almost a little sleepy-eyed looking, and just very soft-spoken, and just comes over to the crate and grabs it. And, so where does this go?
The men who are lifting it, and one clearly backs up the second that he knows he doesn't have to be lifting it. One looks like now, the single one that you were talking to, Connor, now looks like he's got to pretend like he's picking up some of the slack and tries to help. It is quite obvious he's not doing much. One of the other dock hands, a woman with bright kind of red fiery hair. She looks like she's about mid-30s. She's got a clipboard as well. Dressed more like a sailor, so a loose kind of cotton tunic style blouse, kind of like leather, very minimalistic leather armor, but it is still there, and she has some type of saber that is sheathed on her. She looks at you and she goes, third deck down, and she kind of continues to do her checklist.
Did they get my extra accommodations?
She flips 5 or 6 pages, and then she kind of looks at something and says, Percival?
Yes.
Yes. Shouldn't be a problem, at least not if we hit the ports we are hoping to.
Thank you. And just up onto the ship, probably half dragging the guy who's helping.
That's fair.
I like the idea that it starts with a look up from the hammock, assuming the more open space is kind of near where the work's going on.
Yeah.
And for the first time in his life, sees someone bigger than his mother, which is kind of shocking, given that she was already large for most orcs. And kind of just like be like cartoonishly staring kind of thing as you walk by, fall out of hammock, keep staring, and then trying to, as stealthily as a paladin can be stealthy, follow you and hopefully not have you notice.
You can give me a stealth check.
Yeah, that's not going to go well, I'm sure. I'll take an 18.
18? Okay. There's
disadvantage because of chainmail. Sorry. Correct myself. Yeah, make that a 5.
a 5? Okay. So I was going to say there's a lot of people around. And at the beginning, that helps the stealth. But then when you get to the third deck down, it is literally just the two of you.
I have a passive perception of 16 anyway.
I am like full on cartoonishly like on the tiptoes going my chainmail. Like realizing like, oh no, let me time it up with his step so maybe it'll be less obvious.
It's more obvious then. Yeah.
Whoa. Can I help you, little one?
Little one.
You, I'll point at your holy symbol. Protego.
Yeah. Yes. That's the god. The god we believe that we know we support. Yes, that's them. Her. It.
So you wouldn't admit this until now that you're closer. Percival is covered in religious iconography tattoos to your god.
And there's that moment of like noticing that the eyes going down, tracking you, and being like, yeah.
You follow Protegon.
Yes, I'm one of the city's paladins. Yes.
A paladin.
Yes, I mean, we're all over the city. We're not. That's normal, right?
Maybe here. Where I'm from, there are no paladins. We're too small.
True. Where I'm from, there's no one as big as you except my mother.
I'm Percival. I am a cleric of Protegon.
Well, Sarks, it's nice to meet you, big buddy.
And he's just gonna grab you in the bear hug and pick you up. It's good to see others of the clergy on board.
Yes, others of the clergy.
The gods bless us.
Dad'll love this one.
This feels like a decent time for you to interrupt if I can. So there are 8 gods you all would be aware of. This is an exceptionally religious place, and everybody has heard of all of these gods. The depth of which you know their exact details would be based on if you worship them or if you have the religious curiosity to go and read stuff. The patron of the city is called Eustasia. She's the goddess or god of justice. She is very much like about kind of justice, goodness, law, order. She's a lawful good god, and that would be very much something that everybody would be aware of. She's somebody that everybody prays to for things going right, for things working out, for kind of there to be order. And there's a decent amount of people who are praying very specifically to her that everybody on these ships will have success. Not a goddess of luck in the slightest, but the thought being that if order will follow you and if justice will follow you and prevail and be the force behind you, there is no failure type of thing. Eustasia is also the goddess of the monarchy. The king is believed to be a cleric of Eustasia, and the fact that that you're a noble, you would say that you've seen him cast spells, so your guess is that he is a cleric of Eustasia. Pax is the god of peace. Very much exactly what it sounds like: peace, prosperity, acceptance, love. More of a pacifist style god, but not above violence to kind of end threats. Try words first, and if all else fails, remove the threat before it hurts an innocent.
Sword is a word.
Sword is a word, yep.
It's an S word.
It's literally that.
Lydia is the goddess of bounty. Think more of a harvest and agricultural god, although people in the cities will pray to her for bounty in the form of other things. Bountiful day at work, bountiful day in the market, that type of a thing. Briggy is the goddess of creativity. She is a new one that has been worshipped very recently. She was kind of a footnote, again, in a holy text, and with the Renaissance coming in the city or in the country, and a lot of people being very interested in arts and culture and theater and music, Briggy has seen a massive revitalization. Crucio is the god of healing, medicine, physicians, midwives, alchemy, herbalism, anything that would be a form of healing. Crucio is the god of. Protagon, I wrote these names, I should know them, is your two gods there. A lawful good god of protection, very militant god, and very much about protect the innocent, protect kind of the people that way. Mythologically, James, you would know this. Drew, Protagon and Eustasia are like considered a couple. Might be romantic, might be political couple, but they're considered two gods that go hand in hand all the time. Vinya is the goddess of virtue, so think goddess of like celestial goodness, not goddess of virtue like innocence. So goddess of selflessness, kindness, giving, is considered like the angel of the pantheon. And the last one that you all are aware of is Amiri, the chaotic good god of love, affection, and relationships.
What?
These gods are considered to be some type of a family unit, but I use the word family very loosely. It's not necessarily like they are father, wife, mother, siblings type of a thing. They're more of like they're more of the unit that seems to work together in a way that seems to be familial. Yep, that's the pantheon.
So we have a found family pantheon.
Pretty much, yeah. And they seem to agree on enough morals and ethics that they seem to be the ones that work together. Everybody but Briggy are morally good gods. Briggy's just chaotic. Yeah, so you two are discussing the fact that you both wear the same holy symbol.
So, brother, I would love to get your opinions on the hymnals of Nolan and his adventures about redemption. It's very parallel to what we're doing here, looking for secrets and relics and allies, yes?
I agree completely.
Drew, would you like to give me a deception check?
Should have seen that one coming. Oh, that'll be a solid 8.
So the way
I can't roll that low.
the way I do insight checks is I tell you body language, not if you pass or fail. Go ahead, roll an insight.
That is a 9.
Oh,
Do you want to? Would you
so
like?
close.
Would you like to describe your body language or and tone of voice?
Sorry, the voice has been shaky this whole time. There's a lot of new things going on here, so that hopefully has been hidden a bit. But the body language is very much the like when the mechanic starts explaining to why your car's not working, and you're like, "I drive a car. I know these words." Um, certain words click. Like, yes, I did maybe pay attention to that in class for like a minute more than I needed to, but a lot of it you can sort of see the like glazed look of just the like, I'm interested. Keep talking. The more you talk, the less I have to answer you.
Oh, that's 100% what you want to tell James. Yep, go ahead.
Those are words that are coming out of your mouth right now.
I figured that you would be interested in Nolan himself, just for the fact that he is a saint of a lot of paladins tend to follow. From my
Yes.
understanding.
Paladin Saint. Yes, yes, yes.
And Saint or Father, to speak of a fan of Nolan, I thought his stories were fascinating. Very similar to a lot of the adventure stories we're told. The dragons in the sea and the sky.
Those stories I know. Those stories I know very, very well.
Here, let's help the crew work so that we can have more time to sit and chat.
We can do that?
Right.
Yes. Runs upstairs just like looking for a box to pick up and move. Like I'm allowed to do a thing finally. I don't have to be waited on for a bit.
That's fair. There's lots of boxes. You pick one up, and the same redheaded woman sees you picked it up and says, "Fourth deck down."
For that enough, I'm already like rushing that way, but then I've knocked someone over and I'm trying to like help them up as I'm carrying a box. I'm just carrying them too now. Just
Okay. Well, you two help put stuff on the ship where it's supposed to be.
Probably finding somewhere secluded to pray and meditate with that.
Exceptionally religious culture, like I said, finding somewhere to pray. As soon as you adopt a traditional praying position to whatever god it is that you're worshiping, Pax would be like an internal one. So think like sitting down, meditative, looking down and inward. Whereas some of the other ones are very much outwardly expressions. People don't bug you, so you're able to go kind of find a corner on like the upper deck, and you're generally left alone. The sun is coming down in rays, like spotlight rays, which I think are called the rays of God. When you like look up kind of
when you paint them.
when you paint them, yeah, and it hits you every now and then. It's a very peaceful experience. I assume you're going around and getting an inventory of all the single men and women on the ship.
Yes.
Okay. Give me a percentage roll.
set up this.
55.
So about 55% of the crew has taken at least enough of an interest to answer your questions, basically. And you get there's the vast majority of people on the ship are single.
Work with that. That's great.
So James, give me a d20 roll.
13.
Okay, so by noon, everybody is fed. Food is kind of brought to you. It is hot, well-prepared food. You all have been told that don't expect this every day because once you get on the ship, it is going to drop off as far as quality goes. This might be one of your last kind of nice, hot, freshly prepared meals. By about 4 o'clock in the evening, everything is finished on the ship. Everything is in place. And the first mate and quartermaster, who's the redheaded woman, are all satisfied with the state of the ship. Everybody's kind of gathered together at about 4 o'clock. When the ship's captain, who is kind of a man in his 40s, he is definitely has a reputation for being very good at being on the sea. He is military, though not a paladin. He is well trained and well respected, and you would definitely know that being in court that he is considered one of the friends of the king. He actually has the king's ear. And he kind of does a lap on around the ship. Everybody is asked to stop what they're doing and get on the upper deck to kind of wait for the captain to essentially do his pass through before you're all dismissed for the evening. Captain does that. Pass takes about 20 minutes. It seems pretty thorough. comes back and looks at you all. Impeccable posture for the fact that he's probably been working all day as well. Looks at everybody and kind of does a clear scan. It's not like a looking at you and staring at you for a long, maybe you, not looking at you all and staring at you all for a long period of time, so much as he almost seems to just try to make sure that he makes eye contact with each person. He then stands up a little bit taller if possible and addresses you all from the kind of upper deck part, kind of where the wheel would be, which is the, I know ships, bow. He's on the bow of the ship on the upper deck. Stern. I know ships.
I was gonna say like bow.
It is the stern. Yeah.
Stern,
Nope.
yes.
Nope. And he looks at you all, and he says in a booming-ish voice, loud enough voice that he can project. He says, "Thank you all very much for coming and for volunteering to be part of the maiden voyage to go and rediscover what was lost. Personally, this is very exciting for me. I am exceptionally excited to be successful and to bring the king back all of the answers that we know are out there, to reunite the people of the world and to bring about a glorious renaissance for everybody. Thank you again, all of you. This evening, your told the king not to do this, but your tabs are compensated for you at one of the local taverns. It is the one next to the garrison called the Bitter Brewery. You're all comped there for this evening. We will meet back here sharp at 0700 hours. The ship will be leaving at 0800 hours. If you are not on the ship then, you will be left behind. I look forward to our travels together." He looks around again and says, "Dismissed."
I would like to sort of take like a vibe check of the rest of the crew. Is it like very like everyone's staying at attention, or is it kind of like sitting around like it's the captain, cool, we're good, or is it very like, does it feel nearly as military as the Paladin Order probably would?
It feels slightly, it's weird. So it feels just as military, but it doesn't feel like it's been trained in them. It almost feels like people who are showing up to a military thing being like, straight back, I'm going to salute something like this. It is clearly not trained people, but they're clearly trying to do the military and attention thing. You can pick out the military trained people at a glance.
Yeah, no, the training clicks in there and just add attention the whole time, sword out like this, like the pose.
And people would probably look at you and try to adapt a similar pose. Some people who don't have a sword almost look for a stick to hold. It's that, yeah.
If you see Rel,
I like your
she's not
response
doing that.
because Percival's response is more on his knees, sitting on his feet, so he's not like above everyone else. They're trying to be small.
There would be one notable exception, which would be you can describe yourself.
So Rel is a wood elf. She is very tall and slender. She's like 5'11", very slender, and is adorned in like more woodsy tones, so greens and coppers and golds. And it looks very like, she seems to blend in, but if you get closer, it does look like very nice fabrics. And she's very much not doing that. She is probably like sitting on the railing, looking super relaxed. Like, I'm just here. I don't know what you guys are doing. I don't know why you're all doing that. He's just talking.
Everybody else in an attempt at military attention. Actually, would you be?
Probably uncomfortable with so many people around, so I'm probably more so hunched over.
Almost trying to not be seen.
Yeah.
Yes.
These wood elves, man.
No, that's fair.
Whoa.
So one notably exceptionally relaxed person who does not seem to be dressed like the ship's company. The cleric you met earlier is on his knees, paying attention, and somebody who seems to be almost shyly blending into the back.
First things first. Love the blending in. Very good. I like it.
Do you think the tabs being covered also covers food?
I don't know what a tab is, but I guess so. If not, I'll help you out, I hope.
I would not put the burden of my stomach on another.
You're putting on the burden of my mother, and she owes me one. Several. However many years of trauma you can put on a kid. Anyways, I've never been to a bar, shall we?
I assume it's kind of like an inn or.
That's a great idea. Let's find out. This is all new for him. This is like I gotta go try things like public restaurants and bars. So I gotta try one of those Bière things they keep talking about.
Yeah.
Beer.
Both of you the same, but because of different reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Actually, all three of you the same, but because of different reasons.
I'll stand as a guy.
You're a
Suppose
regular,
let's
yeah.
Go.
Oh,
I'm known by name there.
so would it be potential to you know where you're going? You kind of like oh yeah, I know.
Do you
That part,
sachet
really?
out?
Yes.
Okay.
I walk out like I own the ship.
Yeah, that'll be the you know where it is?
Of course.
I am Percival. Nice to meet you.
Rel, your pleasure.
I think this image just like
So, Drew, you were aware because of etiquette he did it wrong.
yup. And just like but part of me also is like I am used to seeing when that is done wrong there is usually a reprimand, and the fact that no one seems to be upset or mad at anybody and no one is getting slapped in the back of the head is like
Look at the size of person. No one's gonna slap
that.
You'd have
Oh, big guy?
to you'd have to jump to slap you in the back of the head.
So, you guys single?
What?
Oh, sorry. Are you married?
No.
Oh, perfect.
Should I be? Is that is
Oh, don't worry. We'll work on it.
what?
Getting you a wife or a husband. I'm no judge.
Sure.
Not now.
There's
still time.
I'm gonna look at you and be like, is this a thing that people normally do? And then realize really quickly it's not a thing you're gonna have an answer to. So just sort of look at you and go like,
I know a lot of weddings and ceremonies, and typically, I mean, I've dedicated my love to the gods above.
That's very nice. It's very nice. I'll get you to dedicate the rest to a woman or a man or somebody else. Don't worry. There's someone out there for everyone. I know for sure.
Don't know who will
And
be
you know where's a
gods
really
first.
good place to meet new people?
where?
The bar. Let's go.
Man, a bar. This is exciting
And
stuff.
then just turn around to the wood elf. Come in.
So describe yourself.
Wood elf, long dark hair, orange eyes. He has, he's fairly covered up in, leathers. But like, you could probably kind of see the ends on his arms or hands, the ends of druidic,
Sigils?
sigils and carvings into his skin.
Like
but
scarification?
Almost.
Or like
yeah.
tattoos? Scarification?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
But so at being called out, yeah, he'll rise and come on over. Hello,
I'm Percival.
Kelden.
Nice to meet you.
Yes,
Rel, your pleasure.
I see.
Do we have a paladin?
I
amongst
really
us?
thought everyone was like my height, but is it just like is my mom normal size? Like everyone's so tall out here, man.
You are all
They
smaller
are.
than me.
Most of the rest of the ship's company is between 5'5" and 5'9".
5'1" over here,
That's
despite
fair.
the orcish
Yeah,
background.
nope, that's fair.
Just a wee lurk.
He's you guy.
I mean, yes, let's, the bar thing. Yes, let's go to one of those.
Follow me. I'm very familiar with the area.
So what do people do in bars?
Well, you eat, you drink, you be
So
merry.
the tab would include food.
Oh yeah, of course. It's all on the king.
Then we feast.
I look at you still with whatever you were munching on, so like whatever bowl it was, the salty things in it, being like, I want to see where this goes.
All right, so about 5 o'clock. So it's about the time where people are leaving their jobs. So the streets are relatively busy. This is considered a safe city. This is a capital, it's a metropolis, but it still it doesn't have the crime that you would expect that would go along with almost every D&D city. It is very safe to walk around. There is very much a heavy guard presence, and the guards are considered, if not paladins, they are worshippers of Protagon, and they are very much trusted members of the community. People kind of, you'll happily go talk to them.
Every single guard. Every single guard. Peace be with you, brother.
And they respond similarly, and it's not brushing you off.
Very much the averting eye contact as we walk by, just being like, oh my god.
So the way the capital city that you guys...
It's a regular sized Bible, but it's this size to me.
This capital city that you guys are in right now is called Lingda. Now, Lingda is very much a city that is cut in half by a river that runs in. The river is an ocean-fed river that kind of runs in towards the mountains that are just towards the couple kilometers back from the city. It is a walled city that is sitting on a hill about 50 or 60 feet in height. It is scalable, but there are enough footpaths and stairs that are cut into it that leaving the city is easy enough. There are a couple of areas of interest to the city. There's the Nobles District, which is where you live. There is the Palace, which is touching the Nobles District. It is so close, but the Palace is on its own hill, and it is a very large, almost like fortress-like place. The Palace and the Palace grounds, along with a couple of the neighboring buildings, are designed that the hill is almost hollowed out so that if there was a siege on the city, the vast majority of the population could hide within the palace's kind of like tunnel system to keep them safe. Now, the city's grown since then, but they still claim it could work. Touching the Nobles District is a couple of features of the city that you particularly would like. There is a jewelry store called the Emerald and the Ruby, which has the highest end jewelry and silversmiths in the whole island. There's also what's called the Diamond Market, which is like an indoor mall type of a thing with, again, just super high-end clothing. There is a mage's shop, but it's almost more like a magical trinket style shop. There's not a huge amount of stuff, but sometimes you can get wands or potions here. It's rather infrequent that you can get anything that's more than like an elixir. Continuing down the road, there is a giant library that is attached to a relatively newly built university. There is something called Temple Hill, which is exactly what it sounds like. There are 8 temples that are on the hill or right next to it, one to each god. Across from Temple Hill is an area of town which is not noble, but not really like the lower class area. It's very much firmly a middle class area where there are taverns and there are inns. The garrison is relatively close, and the palace, you can see the palace from this district of the city. That is where the Bitter Brewery is. On the opposite side of the river is more of like a middle class, lower class district, a massive open air market, a number of garrisons, a couple of other temples, and the artisan district, which is very much kept separate from everywhere else. Because I don't know if anybody knows anything about smiths and leather workers, but that stuff doesn't smell great, and it's thus kept away from the general populace.
Especially tanning leather and that.
The amount of ammonia. So all of that stuff is still within probably a 30-minute walk from where you guys are. And when you were loading the ship, the artisan district is on the opposite side of the channel. And you could see them and hear them working. Anybody who would be comfortable with the city would know that they tend to work almost all hours of the night. You're the lead, I guess, because you are
know where we're going.
Though you're not a local, you've been in the city enough, and you've kind of, we'll just say, worked the streets in the areas enough that you know you're
In some way, shape, or form.
There's also an arena, but you would never have been let go into the arena because mommy, coddles you.
No, just hear the story somewhere afterwards.
Yeah, your mother went and fought the arena.
Oh yeah, I have the posters on the room to prove it. She put them there, not me.
Where do you lead them? There's a number of taverns and kind of breweries. The Bitter Brewery, which is across from the palace, is where you guys were told you were copped.
That's the free one.
That's the free one? I assume that's where you're going.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so you guys head there.
This time.
You guys head there and you pass a number of people who. There's a lot of excitement in the city about this new project of the King's, and enough people saw you get off the ship that they kind of come up to you and they wish you good luck. And they kind of like reach out to touch you. So it's very much like a shaking your hand or like a, and when you shy away from them, some of them look hurt, some of them look confused, some of them just move right on to the next person to go shake your hand. And I assume you have no problem taking the front of that one.
I'm leading the way.
That's fair.
I'll stand
Yes, we're doing
behind
great.
her so that she gets the attention.
That seems like the perfect pairing.
Yeah. And blessings to you. Thank you. Blessings to you.
And people, again, very religious city, they say the appropriate blessings back to you, or close enough. And you guys make it to the Bitter Brewery. Well, wait, actually, let's see. Let's do an encounter roll.
Ooh.
Who wants to do my encounter roll?
May I?
You may.
D20, let's
Yeah.
do it.
Do it.
2.
Okay.
Hmm.
So it's just public attention that you guys are getting, positive public attention that you're getting for going on this grand voyage. You might take a little bit longer to get there because, again, this is just kind of an assumption about Tyla's character, but I assume she likes the attention.
She is eating it with a spoon. Like, she's...
I think just in the like trying to understand social norms, I kind of see the like, oh, okay, so you're actually interacting with this, and this is a little more normal than weird. Yeah, no, this is cool. Yes, the handshaking, I'm on board. Yes, let's do this.
So a couple people in, you're all for it too?
Yeah,
Sweet.
on board.
Cool.
It's normal from where I'm from.
And you're a noble. You're in armor. You have a holy symbol. There's 100% of people would go up and shake your hand and wish you good luck.
Oh yeah, I assume the paladins who are allowed to patrol the other areas would probably get this attention. This is normal, right, for paladins?
A couple of the paladins
yeah,
come
makes
up and
sense.
wish you good luck. One or two of them say they really wish they could have, made it onto the short list for the ship too.
That like really kind of brings them a little bit of like immediate like yeah like respect for my peers. Do I really? Yes. You know what? I'm glad to be going, and thank you for the well wishes.
You guys get to the Bitter Brewery after longer than it should have taken. The Bitter Brewery
We
is...
don't know how long we're supposed to take.
You're right. None of you know that Tyla took probably a little bit of a meandering path as soon as the attention
Yeah, we
was...
took the scenic route because there were more people that way. We went through the market when we could have just gone, like, down the main street. It's after work. Everyone's leaving. They're all going to come to talk to us.
To us.
All right, you guys get to the Bitter Brewery. It is a rather large building. You can smell the smells of both food and beer as you approach the place. There are people that are sitting outside. Now, this is not an area where there would be, problems outside or people who are being boisterous or potentially, causing issues. The people who are sitting outside are having a conversation with each other and they're eating food. Most of the food here is very much like a mixture of, it's tropical. So there's lots of fruits and like colorful vegetables that go along with the meals, but there's a decent amount of like real flavorful sauces that tend to go with meats. And if you think more of like your appetizer style things, that's how most food is served in the Bitter Brewery, where it is essentially a massive plate of whatever they happen to have that is brought, as opposed to like your traditional stew. This being kind of like a summertime, there's a lot of extra kind of food that they can kind of prepare fresh, as opposed to your, the stew that's been sitting on the pot for 6 days. You guys arrive, other ship's crewmen have beat you here, and there's a couple of tables that are essentially set aside for crews of the ship that is leaving.
Bend down, walk in. When we go up to a table, I'm just going to move the chairs on my side of the way and kneel down on the floor next to the table.
Okay.
There's some tables still empty.
Yep.
Yes. Well, I'm going to walk right up to order.
Okay.
I having no idea what to do following you. So like if you even if you lean on the counter a certain way, copy it.
I go.
I'm
sit
sitting at
over
the
table.
Yeah, sit at the table. Yeah.
Bartender is a young man, 22, 23, you'd think, looks at you and then says, hi, what is it that I can get for you all?
Well, we'll just have a round of everything. It's on the theme tonight.
You're with the ship's company.
Oh, yes.
Okay, a round of everything?
Well, he's a big guy. He looks like he's an eater.
Okay, so like the full menu?
Yeah.
Like everything.
Yeah, for now, to start.
It's a 10-page menu. Are you sure you want it all, or do you want to be selective?
I made my
Are
perception.
you
I can hear
arguing
this.
right now?
No, sorry, ma'am. I
The
will get
customer's
you.
always right.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
I'll have heard this from where I was.
Everything, please.
Start with one of everything and then maybe more.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
Thank you.
And he kind of goes.
I'll have one of everything.
Sheepishly, he goes off to the kitchen to order one of everything on their 10-page menu.
And the chef goes.
Then we'll go over and sit down.
No. Yeah.
Don't worry, I got you. You just have to tell them how it is.
Just like still looking at the bar, going, yes. What they said.
You want everything too? 2 of everything? He looks nervous.
That seems like the thing to do.
Give me a persuasion roll.
9. I'm really killing with these rolls today.
The most charismatic of us.
15.
Oh, is it?
He looks
right.
he looks nervous, looks at you, and with his low roll isn't 100% sure to whether it is an unsurety in your tone of voice or whether it is a he's gonna get in trouble because and he nods and says, no, yes sir,
That scary lady was just me.
another one of everything, yes sir, and he kind of
Yes.
scoots off to the kitchen.
The confidence from the being told yes to something that he didn't think he was going to get.
You were called sir
Exactly.
too. That's something you don't get normally.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That sounds lovely. What did we just order?
Everything. Food, drinks, everything.
Oh,
It's gonna
this
be a
is going to
great
be
night.
good.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great night.
About 3 or 4 minutes later, they start. Drinks is what would be the most plentiful, so a massive tray of drinks is brought over. Some are your bright-colored, fruity-looking drinks. Some are your traditional ales, and some are more of your expensive wines or spirits. There's about a platter of 12 glasses. Each glass is different as well. That is placed very gently on the table. The young man looks at both of you, gives you a bow, and backs up in a bowed position.
I'll go straight for the expensive wine.
Okay.
It's me
Just
picking up cups.
Bottle.
Yeah, that sounds.
Are you pouring the bottle into a glass,
Yeah.
or are you drinking it through?
No, she
Okay.
takes the bottle and one of the fancy glasses and pours it into the glass. Probably like the biggest fancy glass.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Rel, what of these are non-alcoholic?
Probably one of the fruity ones. Probably.
Again, roll a deception, but
Well,
go ahead.
Again.
Do we know if anything on the menu is non-alcoholic? I assume
None of
no.
you looked at the menu.
Valid.
19.
19. Do you want to give me an insight check, or do you believe her?
I believe.
Okay.
I have no reason not to.
Give me a percentage roll.
Here's the thing. My character doesn't care about alcohol. It's not something he can't do.
You don't want to become. Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah.
I'm
it's
trying
not
to
a
make
vow,
good
it's a-
impression
yeah.
on my friends.
Yeah.
My new friends. I have friends now. 62.
Okay, so that's the percentage.
And it's very much a.
The fruity ones always hit. Because you don't taste it.
No, you do.
Um,
I think you pointed at the wrong one.
Oh, I'm sorry. It might have been the other one.
Alright, about 5 minutes later is when the food comes out. So there's a variety of different foods, meat on sticks that have like tropical fruits in between. So think, yeah, kebabs with like pineapples and peppers and stuff like that. There are little tiny samplers, if you will, of kind of like meat bun sliders, if you want to think about it. And then there's kind of like fruit kind of platters, so fruit salads or like fruit that's done up with different spices. And these are all appetizer style, so they're small shareable plates. The first set is brought to you.
Starts watching you eat and just being like,
Indiscriminately, just picking food
do
up and
they
putting it in my mouth.
bring the cutlery later?
No, think of it.
Kebab with stick.
It comes with a spoon of colors. You bite the stick.
Like these
Okay.
ones, they come on the utensil, and then these ones, you use nature's utensils.
Revolutionary.
Yeah. You know, the gods gave us fingers for a reason, and it wasn't just to cherish.
I was gonna say, coming from you, I feel like there's a very different connotation there. But right now, I'm sticking to the fork thing.
How rude of me, brother. Would you like to say grace?
Grace?
He's very funny.
Yeah, such a jokester.
Yes. You know what? You're the guest. Please. You're the guest in our kingdom, please.
Lord Protegon on
Hands
high.
together with the kebab still between my hands like this, like dripping.
Lord Protegon on high, please bless these gifts in which we are about to receive.
Take a piece from
Right.
your kebab.
Thy bounty shall deliver us from hunger. Amen.
Amen. That one I know.
James legitimately wrote a bunch of prayers for this character. Yeah.
Like, this is exciting for you too, right? I'm not alone with this one.
I was just rolling the one you said, the fruit.
Different.
So is this
What I'm used
all
to.
of one of everything, or is there more?
Oh, there's more coming.
5 minutes later, another big platter of food shows up, along with another set of drinks. You guys haven't finished your first drinks yet. They shimmy it aside to fit everything in.
That's about half done. Her bottle of wine.
Their bottle, that's fair. You guys, the food's really good. You guys eat your one of everything. You have your sample platter of drinks. It's too much food for at least 3 of you to eat. James, you are able to kind of continuously like pick away at food. How many balls would you have been at? Are you sheltered?
That was happening there.
Are you the sheltered like or would you have been?
The more
Yeah.
sheltered you
No,
are,
no.
the less balls you've been experiencing.
Oh no! I am quite ball savvy. Very often, a lot of the more active jobs I've been given have been the hoitier events that most paladins look forward to because it's like a break from the regular day of work. But I tend to land it a little more frequently than others.
Give me a d20 roll.
12.
12. You're starting to recognize Tyla's character. She's been at balls. You can't exactly place her, but she's definitely been there.
As she's like leaned back, feet
Like,
up on the table.
lean back in a nice no shoe on and a drink hand. I go,
This
I've
looks
seen
familiar.
you somewhere before.
In her natural state.
Yeah.
Are you going to eat that?
Please.
Wait a minute. That really good elven wine.
Oh, it's great, isn't it?
You're the one who got me my first glass.
You do remember me. I didn't think you remembered me. Don't talk about it to anyone.
Understood.
Thanks.
But I didn't want the bubbly stuff. What would you recommend for this?
You don't want the bubbly stuff. Are you more like a fruity guy, or like are you more of a, just kick back, relax? Do you want it to burn, or do you want to go down smooth?
I have no idea how to answer any of that.
We're gonna slide a cocktail over. Try this. It's very fruity.
It's fruity and sweet.
This I
It's
like.
got that kick of pineapple juice afterwards.
This is nice. This actually tastes like something, not like the oils. Oh, wow.
Is he drinking this out of an actual pineapple?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has like a little umbrella.
And when you're done, can I have the pineapple?
Yes.
Perception checks, everybody.
11.
15.
8.
22.
Someone's paying attention.
Well, they're clearly all engrossed in what they're doing, and you're probably continuously looking out at the rest of the room. It probably has to do a lot with like that almost that nervous kind of energy of needing to constantly survey what's going on around you. While you're doing that, you do see that there is something that is happening, like the table behind you. At first, you just thought it was as the night was going on and they were enjoying whatever they were consuming. Their voices were increasing in volume. But the more you're listening to them, about an hour into it, you can almost hear that there's been a change. That kind of boisterous, happy volume increasing has become full of tension. And there's two men behind you. Both of them, neither of them are part of the ship's company, but both of them are armed in the type of way that you would look at them and would say either a personal guard or a city guard or something, but both of them seem to have the physique that would go along with some type of a military training or some type of a fighting training. And like I said, there's tension rising in their voices.
Don't know if this is commonplace in these kinds of places. It's like it's getting a bit rowdy behind us.
Do you want me to go take care of it?
Is that not
By all
normal?
means.
Okay. Rel's gonna walk over and be like, "What's going on, gentlemen?"
Okay, so before you get out what's going on, gentlemen, one of the men stands up from the table, and you can hear what's going on because the one who stands up very loudly proclaims that the other man is a thief and stole. It was some type of jewelry from him. You think he mentioned stole a ring from him, and he isn't quite at the point of making a scene so much as it's caught the attention of you guys and the other table around. The other table on the other side very much looks back and then kind of looks down as if doesn't really want to partake in this and probably hoping somebody else deals with it. The man who stands up is human. You'd put him in his late 20s. He is built like an inverted triangle. So like his shoulders are quite
Dorito
big.
Man.
Yeah, sure, Dorito Man. He is quite built. He's almost built like a Smith, where like he's all upper body. The other guy is still seated, but you can tell that he probably has some type of, like I said, physical job because you can see that they're both muscular. There's a little bit of leather armor on them, and like I said, you can see them starting to yell at each other. Perception checks.
18.
18.
18 as well.
Okay, you both see the glint of hilts inside sheaths. They're not long enough to be swords. You're guessing that both of them have daggers of some type on them. And the perception check does get you, though seated man does kind of put his hand down beneath the table towards what would be the hilt of a dagger. Your guesses. As I said, best guess.
Training does kind of kick in here, and as much as the jobs have been cushy, there has been arguments. Sarks will get up to the one that is standing and put a somewhat meat grease covered hand on his shoulder and just be like, "What seems to be the issue?"
Let's talk about this calmly, guys.
Give me a persuasion check. Let's see if you can talk him down from his anger.
Only a 6.
6? Okay.
Proficiency and everything. Let's just say the pineapple juice cocktail had its effects.
He looks towards his shoulder where you just touched him. There is clearly like grease that is nice white, like pressed shirt. And there's now grease that is dripping down on his shirt. That mixed with your 6 is probably going to have the opposite effect of what you're going for.
Oh, fully.
He now looks at you with anger.
Can I suggest some of the small meats on a stick? They are very enjoyable.
Tyler, one action before
I get punched in
something.
the face.
T minus
Oh, I
1
gotta roll. I gotta roll for that. So we gotta see if you get punched in the face.
Is the one standing the accusing one?
Yes.
He is not the accused.
The accused is seated and is who Drew has his hand on. The standing one is the accuser, who you were originally engaging with.
Oh, well, you've taken care of the one who is being accused. You at least have him
Taking
in place.
care of is doing a lot of heavy lifting there, honey.
It's fine. You got your hands on him.
Engage.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna cast Charm Person on the one in front of me. 14.
Looks at you and then just like that, there's the seething anger in his eyes. That anger that goes along with nice fruity substances that perhaps make you a little bit more engaging in emotions. And all of a sudden, you can see almost the pulse behind his eyes. He's so angry. And as soon as you kind of cast that, all of the anger drops from his eyes when he looks at you. His expression goes soft. He actually reaches out and kind of gently touches your face and then says, "What's you shouldn't be in a dangerous establishment like this, my lady."
I really shouldn't, but you men keep stirring up trouble. Did this gentleman really steal something from you?
Yes, look at take my ring off. Look at my fingers. They're empty. I had a ring. Slip that back on now.
Well, my friend here has his hands on him. Go get your ring back.
Okay, so the anger returns when he looks at the accused, who you have your hand on, who is angrily looking at you. As that is happening, I rolled very poorly for this gentleman. He winds up to take a swing at you.
I am just going to, at this point, seeing the situation being better controlled. Am I about to get hit?
Better controlled.
Well, he rolled really
look at
good. That's a 22 to hit you.
Oh, that'll hit.
Okay. So it's only a punch. So he does 2 points of damage to you. It is non-lethal damage, so it is a bruise that will heal within, time, but it is still all of a sudden in the middle of a room at about 7 o'clock in the evening after people have been drinking and eating for 2 hours. There's an angry thing here. Somebody gets up and punches you. That is going to have a cascading initiative, please.
I have a feeling I'll be going last again with a 6.
Oh, you're playing Paladin right.
10.
Drew got a 6. Tyler got a 10.
Middle of the room.
I got an 18.
Justin did good.
13.
Hide.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what to do in this situation.
Oh, I got 13.
Ooh, nice.
I'll be the person to beat me on initiative with
All the
It's
weapons
the
I
guy who's got
have. Yeah, all the weapons I have are sharp.
I'm going to be blatantly honest. Percival didn't take his weapons with him from the ship.
No, that's reasonable. Why would you need them?
I'm a cleric. Why would I need weapons? We're going to a bar.
I have no weapon.
Kind of same.
All right.
Not a good
Well,
one.
Justin, you get to go first.
Oh, that's terrible.
I'll delay my turn until someone attacks me. I think back to Pax, and I'm like, well, I wouldn't. Is there any aggressors?
There is so the aggressor is the guy that Tyler was talking to was the one yelling and being accusatory. The guy that Drew went up to try to, quiet down is the one who's actually done the attack action. He punched Drew. So there's 2 aggressors, I guess you would say.
One physical aggressor.
One physical, one verbal.
I guess I'll try and restrain the guy who just punched.
Okay, so you're going to get up and you're going to go try to restrain that guy.
Yeah.
That's totally cool. Give me I've been playing too many editions of D&D.
Yeah, and 5.5 changed it from 5e. I'm not.
Is it an unarmed attack?
I feel like it should be an unarmed attack. Give me an unarmed attack.
Oh, natural 20.
Comes out of nowhere.
Pick one and roll it.
Okay. Of course.
You should use the trash box.
Your
free hand, turn within
Heart.
5 feet.
That's a heart.
Heart. It's
Okay.
a sword in the heart.
Heart.
Does he have a heart attack?
So you're
Are
not
you scared of a heart attack?
you're using your hands. You're not
Yeah.
using a weapon. So I'm going to interpret that as in you grab him against his midsection real good in the type of way that you probably pull too hard in. That is going to make it difficult for him to kind of like catch his breath. Almost yeah, you hit him in the solar plexus. Yeah. And you kind of pull a little bit too hard in the solar plexus, probably thinking, restraint will stop the situation. You go a little bit too hard on him. But with a natural 20 on like a grapple check there, he is fully bear hugged by you.
Okay.
You don't hear any cracking of ribs.
There we go.
James, your turn.
I'm gonna stand up from the table
Okay.
and turn around to this group. I was like, everyone, come on, we can talk about this. Let's be civil.
Persuasion check? Unless you're using a spell or something?
No,
Okay, persuasion check.
trying to just diffuse the situation.
Yep.
12.
12? Okay. There's a lot of people in the room and there's other things going on. Definitely a couple of people have, like, that were standing up, kind of almost take that hovering position where they're ready to jump in if need be, but they're not necessarily running in right away.
But now I've also engaged with this.
Yeah, so of the, we'll say 100, of the 50 people in the room, you've stopped like 20 people from running into, I'm going to say help, but nobody was really going to be helpful in the situation.
Free brawl.
Tyler.
My dude's going to get his ring back. I did my piece.
All right, so you're just going to stand back and watch. Okay. All right. Perfect.
I don't like he's
Alright,
he's
so
grappled.
you
He's
got me
gonna
grappled.
I'm
talk
not strong.
to- He's gonna go get his ring back.
I have 9.
Oh, so
I passed my turn.
Not even hold action.
No,
Just
I
pass
passed
turn. Okay. All right. Well, the first guy goes to check the pockets of the second guy. Who you're holding.
Yeah.
He does, as he goes and he checks the pockets, the guy that you're holding is turning red. Now, is it with anger? Is it because you hurt him? You're not 100% sure. But he's starting to turn red and is struggling. It's not his turn yet, so he doesn't get to act. But gentleman, we'll call him number 1, does end up finding a ring in a pocket, holds it up very declaratively, and says, "Look, he's a pickpocket, he's a thief," and is very accusing of it. You told him to go get his ring back. He did that. He looks at you and he smiles, and he gives a little bit more of a speech by saying, I, Eustasia and Protagon, do not suffer thieves. And he's going to go and try to punch the guy that you're holding.
Oh.
Stygian.
But he looks at you like, he's, defending, I don't know, honor. That's what
our honor.
Yeah. With a, he misses and he hits you. You're going to take 1 point of damage as he goes to, like hook the guy. And you're probably struggling by doing this, and he hits you kind of in the mid upper arm there. It'll be a point of damage. It'll come back after like an hour of not doing anything, but still, he hits you there. He kind of goes red with a little bit of embarrassment as he looks at, as he's almost looking like, I may have made the situation worse.
Oh, he unintentionally made it way worse. Just let me know when I'm up.
Okay. 2 more people essentially join. They're not actively going to jump in part of it, but they almost seem to be positioning themselves like ready to pull people apart. Drew, you get to go last.
The one who just swung, the one who found the ring on the one who's been grappled and just punched my savior. I'm gonna go for a non-lethal strike. Just bare hand. Just I'm not pulling a sword out.
Backhand type of thing, or punch.
Let's go for a punch.
Okay.
Non-lethal, just hoping to put him in his place a bit and knock him down, maybe.
Yeah. Way I run games, unless you're a monk, it's non-lethal because, unless you're trained in hitting people with fists, yeah.
Perfect. I'm really not doing good today. A 6 ain't gonna do it, is it?
It is not going to do it.
No, I didn't think so.
But this is not the guy that Justin's grappling, so Justin stands no chance of being hit right now. That was a natural 1 I rolled on the other guy. That's why I hit you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
So you essentially swing, and people are moving around a lot.
Mhm.
You've trained technically, but you haven't necessarily trained. Like a lot of your servants that were training you stood still.
Yep.
And the ones who were doing sword play with you, it's very specific movements that were kind of mostly done in very specific ways. These two guys are not moving in the ways that you were exactly trained at, and with you trying to probably avoid hitting innocent bystanders, you miss.
Yeah. Fully just. Okay.
The last to go with his 2 in initiative is the guy you're holding. So he's going to try to break your grapple. He doesn't.
No.
No.
So the grapple DC in this edition, I did look it up, is 8 plus your strength modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay,
And
that
he needs to make an acrobatics or an athletics check.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what he has to roll. He rolled a 2.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say the DC would be 9.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, he rolls a 2, and
That was
he
it.
and he
Yeah.
doesn't have
That
a
was close.
yeah, and he's got a +1 bonus. So yeah, he's still grappled, struggling, and is probably saying impolite things. I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, lady.
And that's actually probably going to get the other guy upset because you two are best friends now, and he's saying inappropriate things in front of his new lady friend. Justin, it's your turn.
Mix of who's on whose side.
I wanna. Yeah.
Bards always make this complicated.
I wanna try and. I'm not good at talking, but I wanna try and be like, in the name of Pax, good man, like try and
No, yeah, that's
calm
fair.
him down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna try to calm him
Invoke-
down.
Yeah.
You're just doing a persuasion check.
Yes.
Go for it.
My -2. That's 9.
Okay.
That's a good number for you.
It's probably that there's a lot going on, and they might not be hearing you as well. But you know, you're trying to channel inner peace and try. But the practices that you always did, where you channel inner peace and then you push it out, and you're pushing it out, and they're just not accepting it like they're supposed to. James.
So the guy who hit Calder,
Mhm.
my face goes red whenever he invoked Britannia and then struck someone.
That's fair.
As, how dare you invoke Britannia's name and swing upon a restrained man? And I'm going to swing at him.
Okay. With your hand or with a weapon?
With my, I have
Okay.
no weapons on me.
Oh right, yeah, you left your weapons on the.
Slap him.
Okay.
Still a lot of slapping today.
I am slapping him.
Slapping, not
Across the-
punching.
Yeah, across
Slapping,
the
okay.
face.
Glove off. Are we doing a duel?
Bare hand.
Does a 25 hit?
Most certainly does.
So that's 3 damage to his face from my hand the size of his head.
3 damage to his.
And I am going to use my Giant's Ancestry to knock him prone.
Okay.
So it's very much a wham!
Awesome. So you knock him prone. He's got a red cheek. You knock him prone. He's lying on the floor right at your feet looking up at you. If this was a cartoon, you'd see birdies.
Probably all heard him bounce off the wooden floor.
The bar goes quiet at that. Tyler, it's your turn.
That's our best here on the floor.
Situation.
De-escalate.
The best
His body
situation is one with
de-escalated.
It
his.
is a one-way situation.
Right.
I'm going to look at the guy that you're grappling, and I'm going to say to him, so you're a liar and a thief. That's no way to get a life partner. You're going to end up alone forever. And that's vicious.
And you dress poorly.
Is that a wisdom saving throw, or
wisdom
do you
saving.
make a?
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
14.
Well, yeah. No, that cuts him deep. How deep does it cut him?
Only one.
But But when you look at him, like you see the shocked expression with the sadness in his eyes that you say that, and then that little bit of hurt that comes from like that inner hurt.
Yeah, that lasts.
Yeah.
I do have a question.
Yes.
When the guy under her charm spell took 3 damage, did you have to make a saving throw because he was damaged?
Yeah, because he would have been.
Yes.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he's not looking at you with happiness and love anymore. In fact, he almost seems to blink and then stares at you as if fixating on you now.
Whoops.
Rude.
Forgot about that. Thank you.
Lord's name in vain is serious business.
Well, it's his turn now, and he gets to his feet, and he looks at you, Tyler, with this anger and this like betrayal. He's gonna try to. You don't hit a lady though, and you're definitely not dressed like a combatant. So I'm gonna roll.
You can hit me.
No, he's angry enough that he all sense of decorum and etiquette kind of fly out the window, and he's going to take a swing at you. He does.
A lady.
24.
Yeah, that is.
You're going to take 2 points of damage.
Rude.
And he makes accusations, kind of saying that you're a witch, you bewitched him. You're mind controlling him. Buzzwords that he would know about wizards. That's what he's trying to use there.
She probably weighs as much as a duck.
The doors to the tavern open. And at the end of the round, you'll see what happens. Drew, your turn.
I'm going to take a swing at the guy who got up again, who's swinging at you, because this is just, at this point, this is just the fight. This is what I was trying to do. You hit innocent people, I hit you, and then we arrest you. That's kind of how this works.
I didn't touch any of them, and he just put his hands on a woman.
I mean, decorum aside, he hit an innocent.
Yeah.
That's my cue.
Hitting an innocent is the way to,
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
I did not.
I did nothing.
Realizing that the attacking with the fist might be the way to go, I'm gonna reach for the sword, leave it in the scabbard, but use it more as like a club, and just go for a hit. So
Okay.
non-lethal, but still
Bludgeoning
sword.
damage,
Bludgeoning damage,
using
yeah.
the broadside of the sword.
That'll be
But not a
18
broadsword.
plus a bunch.
Yeah, 18 hits AC 10.
Yeah, I was gonna say. And we will go for a.
You're trying to knock him out, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be a nice solid 4 damage. And I've decided I want to show off a little bit. I want this guy put in his place more than I want him knocked out.
Okay.
And I'm going to follow up with a bonus action and Wraithful Smite. There will be an additional D6 necrotic damage, which I don't think would be non-lethal, but I hope it doesn't kill him.
That will not be non-lethal.
But what I'm going for is on a failed wisdom save, he will take the frightened effect, so what I'm going for mostly.
Okay.
Just a little overzealous here with the anger. Only two. I can't imagine 3 damage kills the dude.
He drops unconscious to the ground. Or drops to the ground in fear of you.
Let's go get fear of me then. It's not killing innocent schmuck on the first day
What's the
here.
same one that gets slapped?
Yeah.
Oh, true, he did
Yeah.
slap. I forgot about that.
The guy who's being held by you seems to have a change of demeanor. He's like, let me go! Please let me go! Please let me go! As he's struggling with that. What you see from the door is the town guard is coming in. They rush up to you. There are 15 of them. Because they don't just send 2 or 3 guards. They send a contingent of guards. And they quickly surround you guys. Now, does anybody want to fight the guard?
Your paladins will protect them.
Okay, so I assume we're dropping initiative for the time being.
Yep.
Yeah.
The one who's in charge has the rank of a lieutenant. That would be his military rank that you would be able to identify. Looks at everybody and then says, "Everybody, hands up where I can see them. Let's go talk about this in a less emotional area. Probably, let's see. center mass, so like torso.
Hold my start crying.
Can
Okay.
I hand him over to the guards?
Yep. Yep, and
Yeah.
they take that guy. They one of them drops to a knee, kind of gives a little, no, not a slap, but like a little kind of slap to see if the other guy will wake up. Looks around with a accusatory look, and then puts his hand on him and prays. You're a paladin. You're a cleric. You're aware that he's doing lay on hands. And then the gentleman number one, we'll call him, is pulled to his feet and is kind of pulled out of the tavern. And then they look at you all and they say, if you all wouldn't mind coming with us.
Of course, brother.
Of course. Standard procedure.
We have to tell you what that mean man did.
Give me a deception roll.
That's 13.
The lieutenant takes you in his arm, pulls you in close, and then says, "It's good to see you again, Rel. Let's go talk."
Yeah, that checks out.
You guys are all taken back to the guardhouse. Now, whether it is a convenient place to store you to wait, or whether you are in trouble, you are all put in a cell and the door is closed. Rel is taken somewhere else. Now, you guys are kept in like a men's area. Rel is taken somewhere else. You could assume maybe it's a ladies' area. But the lieutenant comes by and says,
Never been in jail.
let's hear it. Tell me your side of the story.
If I may.
Of course.
A little taken aback because everyone's always been so nice to him before.
Nope, that's
like,
fair.
Some gentlemen behind us in a bit of a tiff over some stolen jewelry. They got a little out of hand and we stepped in. We may have overstepped some boundaries. I'm used to dealing with a hardier stock, I guess. But we were just looking to end it so we can go back to the little finger foods.
Any details the rest of you would like to add?
So I will say the man who was a pile on the floor, I did slap him, but he invoked the name of Protagon and then assaulted the man who was restrained.
Okay, as a paladin of Protagon, he kind of furrows his eye at that, but nods slightly and says, "Okay."
I apologize. Violence is not an answer, but that's what would happen in the monastery.
Well, I was
There's other answers?
I was restraining the guy I was restraining. Because
The thief.
Yes, that one. Because he assaulted this gentleman over here. So.
Oh, it was nothing. It was barely a slap on the face. Just
All right, for my paperwork, your names and ranks, please.
Calais.
Do you have a last name?
Just Calais.
All right.
Sark's first lieutenant under the Royal Guard herself. Do I have to keep going?
Huh, nope. Okay, we'll tell your mother. Go on.
My brother Percival Edward Cock, and it's Kokk.
I'll bring some water for you all. You might be here for a little bit. We'll sort this out.
Blessings be on you, brother.
You too.
Yeah, blessings.
And he walks off.
So is this what it's like to be in Sydney?
You're telling me.
I'm asking.
Tyler, you're taken to a cell as well. You've been here before. You've been here a lot before.
They keep one
The
open for you on
lieutenant
weekends.
lets you,
With a nice
opens
pillow,
it
so I'm
up,
ready for her.
exhales in an audible way as if it's sarcasm, and then says, "After you, milady."
Are we really gonna go through this again, or do we just want to like cut out the middleman?
He leans on the cell door in the type of way that is a little bit too casual with you, and then he says, "What are you suggesting?"
I mean, you know, it's just gonna be like a message, and then I'm gonna be out of here in like maybe a couple hours. I have a ship to catch, so it'd be so much easier if you could just let me go and send that message anyways. And by the time everyth's resolved, I'm gonna be on the ship.
Looks at you with a little bit of excitement in his eyes. Goes, "You're leaving town."
Yes, for an extended period of time. Let's call it a vacation for everyone.
Though I love that, I also am gonna miss the bonuses I get because of you.
I'm sure they won't stop.
My
Even
clothes
if
are
I'm
so
He exhales and then leaves the cell door open and then says, "Go ahead, I'll send the message."
Thanks, Lieutenant. You're the best. And then you guys will probably see Rel walk back past your cell and she'll stop and be like, "Oh, you guys are still in here? I'll let the captain know."
History.
Just kidding.
They'll shoot you and then they'll just.
All that
Let's get
food left on the table.
There
I
was
like
nothing left.
as she leaves, looking going, wasn't the captain back that way? Huh. Oh well.
You guys spend the night in the cell. It's not uncomfortable. They bring you some food, they bring you some water, they bring you some blankets. They're essentially, what they say is they're letting you sleep it off.
Excuse me.
Yes.
That's not enough.
It's the rations that you get for in here.
Yeah, you can have mine.
In fear of certain higher level guards being upset at treatment, I mean, a little extra rations wouldn't kill you, would it?
Persuasion roll.
Nat 20. Feed them.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Comes back about 30 minutes later with triple the amount of dry rations. It's not as nice as it was in the Bitter Brewery, but you guys have you've slept in worse conditions.
Yeah.
You've slept in worse conditions. This is hell. There is no feather pillow. There is no duvet. There is nobody to, fetch you slippers. You are not in your silk pajamas.
Do you snore?
Not tucked in at night.
You are not
Oh,
tucked in
God.
at night. Nobody heats up the coals in like the cast iron pot to put under your feet to keep your feet warm.
And I snore.
Real loud.
There is the equal parts of like, this is like real life. A lot harder than I expected it was going to be, but
I hate this.
yeah, I get why people aren't like big fans of this. Woof. The feather floating over your mouth.
Probably. Piece of straw from the straw
Yeah.
pillows.
It's just a whole pillow.
Just him.
Tyler, you go back to probably a nicer room for the night, or do you go back to the ship?
I'll just tell the captain. I'll back to the ship.
Okay, you go back to the ship. You tell the captain.
Yeah, I'll tell the captain.
Can I tell the captain right away, or do you wait for a inconvenient time in the morning?
You're right. Probably like 3 a.m. in the morning would be the best time. Announce to the captain. I mean, that's probably around the time we're wandering back in, anyways, because it is quite a long walk from the guard station.
Especially when you want to meander and talk to everybody along
Yeah.
the way. Okay, so
There's a lot of drunkards.
3 or 4 in the morning is when you get back to the ship. The first mate drew the short straw and is kind of walking around, looks at you and then says, private quarters are relatively free if you'd like to sleep in them tonight. Most people are spending the night in an inn.
How private are the private quarters?
There's only 20 hammocks.
It's not gonna do. I'll talk to the captain.
Okay, yep, not their fight, yep.
So where's the captain's quarters?
The captain's sleeping right now, miss.
Probably.
No, not probably, most certainly.
That's okay. You won't mind.
Persuasion.
Nine.
Okay, first mate shakes his head and says, "No, I can't let you there. Below deck, that's where you can sleep for the night." And he pulls out 2 gold and he passes it to you. There's a real nice inn. You can actually sleep on a bed that's not moving for the last night.
Don't worry about that. I'll find him on my own.
First mate rolls his eyes a little bit and continues to go about his kind of trek.
I'll roll my investigation now because I'm going to look for it. Also, 13.
Okay, there's 3 doors. There, picture a ship. You got this part of the deck goes up, and you have 2 upper decks. There's 2 rooms under each of those. That's 4 doors to go through.
All right.
You can go and listen with that investigate check. There are 2 doors where they're snoring behind.
Oh, shit, the captain's sleeping, so it's probably one of those. Let's try the doors.
Okay. The 4 are the aft of the ship. Back or front. Stern or bow.
We'll go stern.
Okay. Open that up, kind of peek in, and you see that there are kind of like 2 beds in this one. Close the door, go to the next one?
Yeah.
Okay. There is one bed in this. There's a big mirror. There's a chest of drawers that is like screwed down to the floor. There's a variety of other things that would make this room more comfortable to somebody.
Anyone in there?
Yep.
I'll wait for them.
Okay, so like go, hey captain, or like push. Or somewhere in between.
Something between. I'm going to give like a shake, like, Captain. we
Okay.
have to talk."
So, Captain wakes up quickly, looks at you wide-eyed, jumps up because the only explanation in his mind is something tragic just happened. Looks at you and then, Miss Rel, you've already met him, and he kind of looks at you and says, "What's wrong? Is the ship sinking? Is there problems? Did somebody attack the town?"
I don't have private quarters.
Blinks heavily as he looks at you and says, "No, you're a crew member, miss."
Am I though?
Yes.
Should I try to message to
He looks down. He goes, I really would prefer you didn't send a message to your father.
You know, I also really don't want to have to send a message to my daddy. But it would be very beneficial if I did have private quarters.
Give me a persuasion roll. Or intimidate.
We'll change that. We'll do it. This feels more like intimidation. Oh, and that one did.
And that one?
And that one did, so that's a 7.
Okay. He looks at you, he sits up, and he kind of just shakes his head, and he says, "Look, I'd be happy to give you an extra curtain for around your hammock. But chain of command has to be reinforced in the ship, and the captain needs his quarters. I need all the privacy to be able to look at my maps and read the charts and scream out the window when somebody wakes me up because she doesn't have private quarters."
It doesn't have to be your room. It can just be a room that may or may not be in use by somebody else that I may now be in use of me.
Give me another roll. You can choose how you would like to be doing this. Intimidate, persuasion.
Persuasion. Oh man, I'm rolling low today. What is this, 9?
9?
Yeah. So I end up in a broom closet.
Okay. But he looks at you. He bites his lip a little bit. He didn't roll super well. He kind of looks down. It is 3 a.m.
Just woke up.
He just woke up. And he thinks back to your previous threat, and he says, "Do you actually have a way to send a message to your father?"
Yes, currently I do. It's a long night.
Get you a room. And he gets up and he walks.
Thanks, Captain. You're the best. Oh, by the way, 3 of the crew members are currently in the jail, and they'll probably be released in the morning because I think it's just like drunk and disorderly. We've all been there. I just thought you should know. I told them I'd let you know. I can go pick them up in the morning if you want.
Looks at you a little bit wide-eyed, nods his head slightly, and then says, "Yes, if you could go pick them up in the morning, The king himself will be on the ship at 7 a.m. to see us off. Make sure that they're back by then. And I'll get you the first mate's quarters. And he walks out on the ship and he yells
Thanks,
really
Captain.
loud for the first mate. They have a bit of a talk. The first mate looks angry, points to you, looks angry. There's a lot of this. And
Congratulations, you've been demoted.
the captain shrugs and continues to talk back and forth to him. There's a lot of angry gestures, and the first mate walks off, looks at you, looks angry at you, and doesn't say anything, though, just walks off. And captain says, he'll have his stuff moved out by tomorrow morning.
That'll work for me. I'm still a little peckish anyway, so I'm gonna go hit the tavern.
7 a.m., Miss Rel.
I know, we'll be punctual. I can be punctual.
We're gonna
You think we're gonna get there?
get there. Eventually.
All right.
Just the king.
So, evening passes. You have your choice. You could wake up at 6 in the morning, go collect them, and bring them back to the ship for 7. You could, before 7. You could bring them back for just at 7. You could bring them back for 5 minutes past 7. What's your choice? You're in the driver's seat of these 3 gentlemen's future. Because 6 in the morning is a little early for them to, open up.
I mean, he said by 7.
He did say by 7, yeah.
So we're gonna be there for 7.
On the dot.
On the dot.
Okay.
Usually I'd be fashionably late, but they don't seem like to me.
Okay, so
What
you
do you
show
consider?
you show up to the jail, or garrisons where they'd be kept at 6:20 in the morning. Talk to the lieutenant, which again you and him on a first name basis. He kind of gives you that tight smile that says that he's very excited to be rid of you in an hour. And you have a casual conversation with him back and forth to buy up the appropriate amount of time before he just passes you the key and then says, you're not my problem. In 2 hours, you can go finish this.
Thanks.
Bring
I'll be
the,
back when I'm done. Don't worry. I know how this works.
and I know you could pick it anyways.
You're right. And Rel's gonna kind of come strolling down the thing, probably humming a little tune.
I like
So
to
you
imagine.
hear her before you see her.
I was saying, I kind of like the idea of like, as you're chatting with him, makes it come to picking the locks. We come down the hallway. The door's just been open this whole time because you picked on the way in there earlier.
I do like that flavor.
None of you thought to open it. Yeah, I
Yeah, I picked it before I left last night.
You're like, why'd you wait?
I thought you'd still be here. Opens the door.
I've already been awake for an hour by the time you arrive.
Ship leaves in. We were chatting for a bit, so by this time, be like about half an hour. So we should probably get our. Well, the king comes to the ship in like half an hour, and they want us there by 7.
Wait, the king's gonna be there?
Never met the king. I had never met the paladin.
Oh, don't worry, he's not that big, mean, and scary.
Oh my god.
He's real softy once you get to know him. I'm
She
sure.
finds out I won my first fight. She'll never let me hear the end of it.
Shouldn't you want to win fights?
Does mommy issues mean anything to you?
I don't have a mother.
So yes. All right, let's go, boys.
We're gonna be some real weird friends, aren't we?
So you guys walk back to the ship. Meander or straight path?
Can we get something to eat?
How much
before we-
meandering time do I have?
You do have meandering time. You might be there a minute before the king, or you might be there a minute after if you
We'll
meander.
risk it.
We'll risk it? Okay.
He wants food.
Wants food, so.
I'm anxious to jump. Because I want to go.
Do you
Yeah,
know the
you
way
do.
back?
Nope. Nope.
Guess it leading.
Too unsure to stop anyone from doing what they're doing, but definitely knows we should not be doing what we're doing.
So everybody walks back
Stopping for food.
the path that Rel takes, stopping for food. There's no hurry in Rel, I would assume. I would assume there's when you stop for food, she stops and chats.
Yeah,
I put
I
for
gotta
me it's
ask
like
how
a barrel of
Austin
apples.
And I assume that with each passing moment of Rel not being anxious about time, that energy that you have right there, I assume that is, shared by everybody.
Yep.
You're probably watching the sun crest the horizon. You probably are waiting to hear the bells of the clock tower to wonder if you're late or not.
Like watching the clock tower, like just like this morning.
I assume I'm gonna roll to see.
You are gonna roll to see if you're late.
Yay!
Is high good or bad?
High is bad.
3.
So you guys
Fair.
as you guys get back to the dockyard, you do see that there are royal carriages out front. Everybody is already on the ship, standing at attention, all showered, dressed, and polished for the king. Standing there on the ship as you guys arrive, you are behind the carriages, but the carriages have not opened yet.
Looking, follow my lead. And I go stand next to one of the doors of the carriage, poised, definitely not cleaned up, things a little muffled, hair messed up, just following.
Can I try and sneak on the ship?
You can try anything you want. The dice determine if it happens.
Do you join me like next to me, like standing, not attention, just eating next to me, as if we're in a row?
I thought you said we were supposed to be on
Yeah.
the ship.
So you are able to essentially look at it,
go on the
and there's a gangplank, but the ship is climbable, and there's nothing to say that you can't kind of like. The ship is also very close to the dock, that you can't kind of do a run and jump and then kind of like quick climb up because there's ropes all over the ship. So yeah, you get on the ship in a way that if somebody's watching you, they'd probably watch you and wonder what he's doing. But everybody's watching the carriages. So you get there onto the ship, no problem, stand in the back row. Yep.
The gangplank is down.
Yep.
I'm just gonna walk onto the ship eating whatever I'm eating.
Okay. People are looking at you strangely. The captain watches you, looks towards you there, Rel, looks back at you, and you just see him shake his head.
No concept of that.
And you stand by the carriage
Standing
door.
by one of the carriages, don't check which is whose, just at attention by the door as if I was guarding it.
Give me a d20 roll.
How's a 5 sound?
You are not standing next to the kings. You are standing next to somebody else's because 3 minutes later, as all the carriage doors open, you do notice that it is a elvish gentleman. Looks middle-aged for an elf. Gets out of the carriage. He is in like purple and blue robes. Looks distinguished. He's the court mage. And he kind of gets out, looks at you, and says, "Oh, thank you." And he holds out his hand for you to help him down.
Of course I do. Help him down. Realize as I do it, I'm like, oh my god, there's still meat on those hands.
It's real sticky now.
The mage probably brushes off his hands a little bit.
Just sorry, I was hoping the men with some manual labor. You know those labor oils.
Well, looking
He's on
at
his nice robes.
looking at the mage, he doesn't know anything about manual labor. He's frail looking for an elf. Put that out there. And in the middle carriage is the king who gets out. Now, the king, like I said, he is in his mid-30s. He is human. His crown is somewhat understated. Other kings have had very big crowns. His is just kind of almost like a small circlet. He's got very tanned skin from being outside for a decent chunk of his day. He does wear a silvered armor, whether it is ceremonial, whether it is functional. You've never actually seen him in a fight, but he does typically wear like a breastplate, bracers, and he does carry a sword. He stands out there, and again, like he looks like a king in the fact that he is poised. He has a calm demeanor. He looks excited, though. He's smiling at the ship, and he walks with purpose and with speed towards the ship. So much so that his entourage does have to kind of almost like jump to catch up to him. Gets on the ship and kind of looks around and smiles at everything. How did you get on the ship? Or were you just waiting?
Oh, Rel was chatting with somebody like closer to the docks.
Okay.
Probably about like what was going on with the procession and whatnot.
Okay.
And then when she saw like the doors open and everyone started walking up, she's like, oh, I should probably head up there, and followed shortly after the kings.
Okay, so you're following the king.
Sauntered out after.
Sauntering up after the king. After the king's entourage or after the king?
After the king.
Okay. Well, a couple people look at that strangely. Now, you're doing it again with such purpose that most people assume you belong. Other than the people who know you don't. So the court mage knows you don't belong, and the high priest also knows you don't belong in this. As one of them is about to say something to you, the king turns around and sees you. And again, with the amount of kind of like grace and etiquette of somebody who's been trained in this their entire lives, just looks at you, gives you a slight bow. Not a bow as if to give you a higher rank than him, but a bow of, politeness. Yeah. And then offers you his hand and then says, may I help you onto the ship?
Of course. She'll put her hand in and.
Okay. And he takes your hand and leads you onto the ship.
Take a while.
Yeah, I'm following the mage on as well as an excuse to get back on, and I'm just like, I imagine he's as slack-jawed as I am.
Yeah. And he gives you a wink, and he leans in and he whispers something to you. And he says, I'll miss you, even though the rest of them won't.
I thought you would.
No, he's
Yeah, that's kind of it. The captain then introduces his crew and then says, my lord, my liege, these are the brave men and women who will be taking your first ship out, and we will be leading your charge specifically, looking for the lost magic, the lost gods, and the lost people of the world to all unite back under one flag of hope, of optimism, and of cooperation. And he gives this clearly rehearsed speech. There's kind of like the ebbs and the flows, and there's a couple times where he trips over his words a little bit, but the king and court do just kind of smile. There's no laughing at that. The king likewise gives a bit of a speech. It seems like a heartfelt, not rehearsed speech. The king stands up and then says, I want to thank each of you. And I would love to thank each one of you by name, but I know you have a deadline and that the ship needs time to prepare to leave. So instead, as a group, thank you all for taking my hope, my dreams for this kingdom and the world and seeing it through. It is people like you that really make the difference. And I hope and pray for all of your success, your health, and your happiness in this voyage. As we, even though a lot of us stay back here, as we voyage together. And I hope to see you all back, where we can pour a drink and hear about all of your journeys. May the gods be with you, and good luck. And there's people who clap afterwards.
Oh, Sarks is very much there clapping.
Yeah.
I think sees you clapping and gets harder. Listen to the polite noble clap and think, yes, this is when people do clap.
And there's an excitement you can feel in the air. There's like that infectious kind of feeling of, yay, go get him type thing, which I said in the most unexcited way.
Go get him, Tiger.
But as the king kind of like stands back, people are like clapping and almost waiting, and he looks around and says, oh, apologize, dismissed, go do what you do. And but he stays on the ship to essentially talk to the captain for a couple more minutes, and to nobody else really approaches. That being said, do any of you approach? It's okay. It's the captain. No?
I would like to approach the king.
Okay, I figured if I put it out there, one of you would.
Pardon me, Your Majesty.
Yes.
I just wanted to give my sincere thank you from the people of Instra for allowing me.
Thank you for taking this journey. Brother, and he puts his hand on you.
It is an honor.
I think in seeing you approach him, any fear or nerves that Stars had was like, he'll also approach and be just like, and thank you for this honor. I know I've been lucky in the roles I've been provided. I'm not that unaware of things, but thank you for this one in particular.
It is an honor to send you. You will make us and your mother proud.
I think at us, big smile, at mother, more solemn, but still yes.
That's fair.
I will also approach.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm not, of all of them, I'm not shocked you're approaching.
Yeah, no. And it's just be like, I'll miss you too. And please be real gentle when you tell Daddy that I'm leaving.
Your father doesn't know you're leaving?
Oh, gotta go.
And the casualness between them is, yeah.
Jarring.
Yeah. And he looks at you, and as you leave, he calls you by your name. So you've introduced yourself as Rel. He says, how did you pronounce your name again, Tyler?
Baron Aurelia Brand.
So he calls you Aurelia. He goes, Aurelia, your father's gonna be so mad as you leave. And that is the name of the ship you are on. You are on the Aurelia.
Paid for by daddy. Well, paid for by my antics.
Same name as the ship.
Yeah, she does.
It's a weird coincidence.
I was thinking the same thing.
Small world.
Yeah. I'm just
I'm
watching,
gonna-
kind of
Then it
just
probably
watching
clicks.
it.
Just
Yep.
hearing a
That's fair.
name, the drinking at the parties, sneaking me wine
You
when I was
can
underage.
you can give me a roll.
History?
Sure, I'll give you history.
16?
Okay. Yes, this is the only daughter of a widower baron. No, Duke. He's Duke. He lives further out. He has become far less social since his wife passed in childbirth. But she's got the reputation of being a regular in the garrison.
Your mother's very.
Yes, and Daddy always bails her out.
Just-
oh.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the photo that my mom has of you in her locker doesn't have the makeup on. That's one of the differences. And there's less knives sticking out of it.
Why does your mother have pictures of Rel?
They
She's a
don't.
fan of my work in the arts.
I didn't know you were an artist.
Yeah, I play a wicked song.
King kind of moved away from them.
Yes, the king has moved away from them.
I'll rejoin them. Just
Okay.
Quietly.
I'm just gonna put a hand on your shoulder, checking they're not dirty. Now I point off and that's some of the things going.
Like how all the nobles you touch, but you check.
Excuse me?
I'm figuring things out finally. It's a little late though.
It's different with friends.
Are you also some sort of weird outsider who doesn't fit in here and has some sort of secret past I should know about, or are you not?
I just came to the city a couple months ago.
And you're not like someone's child or secretly massive? I don't know. I'm losing track. Whatever
Yeah, no.
it is.
Not anyone's child, so far as I know.
That does raise some other questions I don't want to get into right now, but let's leave it at that, okay? I have one normal friend. I have friends. That's I can say that, right?
Sure.
I have lots of friends.
And you're leaving them all behind.
To make new friends.
You guys are not given tasks on the ship. You guys are not sailors. You guys serve a different purpose on the ship. So essentially, your purpose on the ship when you're sailing is to stay out of the way of the people who know what they're doing. And you're very much aware of that. Everybody's to stand on the deck of the ship and wave as you all leave, as the rest of the sailing crew kind of makes the ship go. The king steps
Blowing
on.
in the sails.
Yeah. Gust of wind, you could do it.
Yeah, like you could do it.
The king gets off of the ship, and he is one of the people who essentially waves as the ship kind of leaves port. The sails get unfurled. There is kind of like a breeze, fortuitous, or just the weather. Kind of the breeze pushes the ship forward, and it seems to start as the sails are unfurled. The ship starts to kind of move, and there's a general excitement in the air, both on the ship and on the land, as people kind of wave. As you leave the channel, there are people standing. Like I said, this is like a city on a hill. There's people that are standing all along kind of the hills towards you, where you get towards like the open water and the open cove, and people sit there and stand there and continue to wave to you as you all start to pass. When you get out of the channel, that opens into, it's not necessarily open water so much as it's like a large river that'll take you to the open water, but it's taking you away from civilization. Most people who are standing on the dock go and do their own things, whether that is, if they're sailors, they go and either take their leave and take their nap if it's not their shift, or they get on the ship and do something useful. If they're not the sailing crew, they go below deck or they find a spot that is out of the way and they seem to sit and do something solitaire or, doubled up. So some people go play dice, some people go play cards, some people go sit in a corner and draw or read, some people just stare out at the water. What is it that you all would like to do?
You look like someone who knows a lot of stories. I like to listen to stories.
Well, this one time, there was this little village not too far from my house, and this farmer, he had his biggest crush on the baker's daughter. So I spent like 2 weeks there. Daddy blew a casket. Couldn't find me. Anyways, they got engaged. It was so cute. They invited me to the ceremony. I'm pretty sure they're expecting. It's so cute.
It's more of someone's personal news than a story.
That's definitely a story. It's a good one too. I have more.
Maybe we should talk more later. I'm not that good with books. So I don't get to read a lot, but I do love to hear people's stories.
I mean, all the ones I got are pretty boring, unless you like hearing about a really strong woman with a giant sword beheading several dragons at once.
Who wouldn't?
Huh. Yeah, I guess when you put it like that, I guess it can be kind of cool, actually.
It doesn't matter. She's not real nice. She's not very nice. She's not really listening.
That tends to be the case when you are looking for polite words, can't find any, going to take you somewhere else and sit down and tell you a story about my mother. How does that sound?
You just observe people running the ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me an investigate roll. This is like, are you learning anything about them running the ship?
That is an 18.
There's definitely a rhyme and a reason to it. There are ropes, which you learned are called lines. Ropes attached to boats are called lines. And in fact, boat is not the right name for this, ship. And quickly you kind of pick up on some of the nautical terminology. Everybody seems to listen to the first mate. Not necessarily the captain, but the captain isn't really making any orders. So chain of command is obviously captain, first mate, but the first mate seems to be the one who's directing things right now. You also get that there is definitely a science, if you will, behind where the lines are on the ship and the sails definitely seem to be like the propulsion system. So you're able to kind of watch and observe and pick up some things. Not enough that you could sail the ship, but enough that you're starting to anticipate, I need to step out of the way, that type of thing. The day is a very nice day. You guys go probably below deck. That's where people send you if you're going to be potentially in the way. And you all talk, you three talk a little bit, or you two talk a little bit, and I assuming you get in the way purposefully.
Probably.
Okay. The first mate comes over to you about 2 hours into it and says, your cabin is cleared out, my lady.
Thanks, hon. You're too sweet.
Yep, too sweet. And he walks over, has a brief talk with the quartermaster. They start yelling at each other. The quartermaster goes and clears out his room.
Just cascades, yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be a cascading effect to you taking the first mate's room.
Not much.
This is the fourth ring.
Question I have is, I don't fit in the hammock.
That is true. Yeah, we spent last night in one of those cell things. Although I did sleep really well in the end. Thank you, by the way. You were really comfortable.
I'm wondering if you gents at night might be able to help. Maybe use some netting and lash me to the wall or the floor so I don't roll around.
Give me a perception check or investigate. Just how serious is this? That'll be a 14 perception.
Take the suggestion as you will, but you do see oversized hammocks.
I think, see, there's a hammock. Consider for a moment. Yeah, we can see what we can do.
You can use that. to put him through the wall.
He used the hammer.
We'll figure something out. This sounds like maybe a fun little project.
All right. It'll take about a day to get out of the river to the open ocean. About lunchtime, about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Nope, that's about a lunchtime area. About lunchtime, you pass Intra, which is where you're from. There are people at every kind of little village or hamlet that are outside waving. But again, like, they're villages or hamlets, so it's not the hundreds or thousands of people in the city and lining the area of the city to wave. These are 10, 20 people who are waving.
Would this be going through an area I'm from, or is this going away from an area?
Going away from an area you're from.
Okay.
You're from inland.
Okay.
And this is kind of taking
Is
just
that west, north, east, south? Like,
northwest is where you are.
When we're going by Instra, I'm going to be out on deck yelling at the people.
Okay, and that gets excitement. They yell back and wave.
I mean, feel free to offer me a roll for this one. Looking at the people in this town waving back, are they also all massive giants?
No, you don't need to make a roll. No, they're human. Almost all of them.
Huh. You, stand out a wee bit from the rest of your town.
Yes.
Not from there originally, I gather?
I don't know where I'm from. I was raised in the monastery since I was a baby.
That answers like 30 other questions I had going. Thank you.
That one there is Father Merrick. He is the man who raised me, and that is Sister Birch.
No, I can speak from that experience.
They are currently doing very well in the town. Before I started doing work with the farms and everything, we were in a bit of a drought, but I can plow a lot of land.
I believe that. And hey, clergyman for a father, not the worst thing to have. I like my dad.
Father is a holy man.
So is mine.
No, that was a question.
Oh, yes, sorry. That was very philosophical for a second. Yeah, no, my dad was one of the churches.
Interesting. And what sect of the church are you in?
I elected not to, thus the cleric thing wasn't for me.
And was your father a priest or a cleric or a paladin, or is he a scholar?
Cleric, church healer. Took care of those who got a little too roughed up. And, remember the story about the Minotaur?
Yeah.
The one my mother still has the horns of for salad tongs?
Yes, it was very similar to the trials of Celadon.
Precisely. Anyways, he took the horns out of her leg. And,
Is that how they met?
yeah.
A little meat cute.
You know, the classic, I got gored by a Minotaur saving a town. I'll take those out and make them into nice cutlery for you.
That's
That
so
classic gem.
romantic.
It must be nice to have direct stories from your family. I know of my people from being told stories.
Huh.
Thus, the tattoos. In Goliath tradition, you're typically tattooed with your tribe, your interests, and the things you excel at. I decided to live that tradition, but my life is for the church.
You know what? Good for you. Genuinely happy to hear that.
You chose to do that to yourself.
Yes, I'll take my shirt off and my entire chest is covered in a giant stained glass piece.
That is impressive work.
Probably took years.
And my back is done as well. These are the stained glass from the front and the back of my monastery.
Needs to be into park.
I'm told it's to scale, but
I believe that, genuinely. I think with your comment, I finally noticed that you got a few markings, and
If I notice, you notice. I'll kind of tuck them away.
yeah, enough decorum to not blatantly say something out loud. Just a nod and I'll look away.
It's about sun going down, everybody eats a communal meal together. So, well, I shouldn't say everybody because some people are working on the ship, but everybody else takes a communal meal together. Now, there is a pot. There is something. There's like a ship's cook. I'd say chef, but that is not the right word for this person. This is somebody who knows how to cook food enough that you shouldn't get food poisoning. There is a massive pot that is essentially like made up with stew with no rhyme or reason to what the cook put in it. It's enough that it's hearty and it's a good amount of food, but when you're eating it, your thoughts are it's spiced incorrectly for the meat and the vegetables that are in it. It's not bad. It's just kind of a bizarre mix of flavors. You all are given a bowl, like a wooden bowl about the size of your two hands put together there, with kind of 2 scoops put in. Yeah. And you're given a wooden mug, so think like Stein size mug, but it's filled with water.
So Percival is constantly eating through the day, and the reason for that is so that when I sit to have meals, I can eat a regular portion with everything else.
You all are given that. You're given a little bit of wine to go with yours.
So, this is normal people's food.
As opposed to
Last night was exciting.
yes, it was. There was a conflict.
I
And
meant
there
the
was
food was
many
exciting.
foods.
I think
That
they
was
said
a
it by food.
lot of new stuff.
Oh, you should be up north. They have some really interesting cuisines up north.
Do
Usually
tell.
you don't get that much food.
Well, along with the elven wines, you have all kinds of different like breads and baked goods, and different things. So I'm sure we'll try many new foods as we travel through.
Oh,
I'm sure
that'll
you'll
be
be
fun.
excited about that. I'm sure you'll be very excited about that. You look like a man who likes food. Must be a good cook.
I mean, there are some feasts coming up.
Oh, we have feasts planned? I wasn't told about that by the captain. I'm sure I should ask about
You
that.
should know when the feast days.
Oh, those I do know.
Oh yeah, those would be drilled in you, because
Oh,
there
yeah.
would be actual feasts and sometimes banquets and balls to go along with them.
There's the sun, or there's the feast of the sun and moon coming up in the next few weeks.
Oh yeah, that would be coming up. Yeah, the whole getting to go on a journey thing kind of shuffled the calendar around a bit for me. Huh.
The
Look-
feasts
look-
on
looking
my
at-
calendar.
Looking at the stew, taking some. I mean, it's new and different, but we're gonna have some work to do on the feast part of things.
Would you like to say
Sounds
grace today?
Smooth up.
I think we are in mixed enough company. We should go simple and just say thank you to our gods. To each their own.
Amen.
All right. As you're about to eat, and you clearly feel the I'm going to be quizzed. This is almost like you're,
Yeah.
You're,
She's taking notes, man.
Should've listened
it's
more
almost
than
like
that.
your father sent him along with you to make sure you remember. The captain comes down and addresses everybody. He says, "Men, women, I am excited to announce the trek of our journey. We will be heading westward. We are hoping from the stories that there's a very large and massive continent to the west. We are told that the fates of the old gods lived west, and it is said, rumor, that Protagon himself and Eustasia had palaces that they themselves lived in westward. We're hoping to be able to find those. The king specifically has requested that somebody go and search for these palaces. In my mind, I would almost think we're looking for palace-like temples, but don't take that as a fact that you're looking for. That is the direction that we are heading in. First, we will be going to the island of Tassin. A duke has taken over Tassin recently. We will just be stopping there for some resupplies and to ensure that we have everything that we need to continue forward. You're welcome to get off the ship when we get to Tassin. We will be leaving the next day, providing that there is no problems. If you are to deboard, to explore and map, you will be chosen 24 to 48 hours in advance of us arriving at a port, if we ourselves have that much notice. That is all I have to say. Enjoy your stew and drink. And then he kind of nods and leaves.
Very exciting to hear about the protagonist's palace. I wonder if it is as glorious as this one above.
And how
Oh,
glorious is that one above?
Hmm?
Yeah, this is where I did listen a little bit. What part did you hear? So I feel like everyone hears a little different story.
I mean, protagonist a castle in which all are protected and where all love comes from. Love shared through everyone, ensuring that everyone who hears his love and takes upon his shield is able to live a safe life. And they are rewarded in the afterlife with everlasting feasts, as feasting is the pure show of my people are safe and protected and have access.
There's a lot of fluff I'm not going to have to write for this role because you just did.
I told you I don't take the paladin. I don't take the cleric thing lightly.
Huh. Interesting take. I've heard different stories, but we all hear different stories.
See there, it's right here in the scriptures,
What's it say?
as I just said.
Oh, word for word.
Yes,
Nice.
and
He's memorized it.
I didn't get to read a lot of books because they're precious and delicate, and I am large and a clumsy child. So I memorized everything.
You are very impressive, actually, to speak to every time.
And when you work in the fields, the only thing you have to do is recite the scripture.
Oh, there's a lot of other things to do in the fields. You can talk, you can chat, you can know people, you can make grass, you
But
can
that
make
is
flower
time.
crowns. and,
That is time you could use to get closer to God.
well, me and I got it pretty close.
Yeah, and which one of them are you praying to?
You couldn't tell?
I think you know.
I figured it'd be a polite thing to do with me to ask.
She has the appropriate imagery colors and clothing.
Yeah, that she does.
So which
For,
one is
for
it?
the listener and not me, can you remind me of the gods which one we're
The
looking up?
god
So which
that-
one is it?
I was just going to interrupt and say that the god that Tyler worships is a myriad goddess of love. Everything is bright colors and kind of like, it's not a goddess of passion, although passion is part of it. And it's not a goddess of love, like love only. It's relationships, affection, family, that type of thing.
Rel's latched really hard onto relationships.
Yeah, Rel has latched onto the very specific part in the portfolio of matchmaker.
Yep, that has become very, very apparent.
So you guys are let kind of do your own thing for the evening. There are a couple of bards, I use that term loosely on the ship. There are people who know how to use an instrument. And in the evening, there's clearly some type of like shanty style, song and dance that they do on board. Somebody has a drum, and by drum, I mean they have a barrel they flipped upside down and are doing percussion on. One person does have a lute, and they are kind of playing on the lute. One person is singing decently well. And kind of people are dancing. Now the dancing ranges from simply swaying back and forth to, looking like they know what they're doing in like a foot style dancing. That's mostly feet. To clumsily tripping over those feet, falling face first on the deck and having everybody laugh. Are you participating?
Rel will.
I assume Rel would be right on.
Without her line.
Yeah,
Enjoying
yeah.
Okay.
But the Church of Pax is more about, watching and letting others partake in that type of thing.
There is a level of like the yes, a ball.
A ball. They're not dancing like a ball.
Yeah, just
No square dances here.
Huh.
There's none of this very specifically choreographed dances you've been taught.
No waltzes.
No waltzes.
Yeah, there's also the look to it, like the
Are you dancing?
No, that's with
I'm playing
partners.
my lyre.
You're playing your lyre? Okay. I do find it funny that your instrument is called a lyre.
Yup.
I choose accordingly.
Yeah.
You're making their okay music sound pretty good.
Improvement.
At some point in time, people do wander off to go to bed. The vast majority of the beds are hammocks in one giant open room. Now, the way that this is typically done is the hammocks are strung when people need them and essentially like pushed back against a corner so that the room can be utilized for other things when people don't need them. The vast majority of people sleep at night, and unless there's a storm or some type of like bad circumstances on ship, it goes down to a, excuse the term, please don't be worried about it, skeleton crew in the evening.
Please don't be worried about it. I'm worried about it.
I think there's a level of like hearing a skeleton crew and seeing it's just people working the night shift going.
Yeah.
I was expecting more xylophone.
The crew is pretty, bare in the evening. The first mate does sleep, the captain does sleep, and the quartermaster is the one who's got to deal with the crew in this particular evening. Rel, I'm sure, kind of sachets off to her now private quarters. And the rest of you, I assume, sleep in the big open room with the rest of the crew.
I attempted to fashion some sort of like several hammocks overlaps, being like, maybe.
There's one big enough hammock that you can kind of sleep in it. I mean, your legs fall out to either side, but
It pulls enough that you're just touching the ground slightly.
Yeah. You probably don't want to swing on it. Oops, I just hit the mic.
Your butt skims.
Yeah, I do not trust this hammock, but I'll sleep in it.
Okay. I mean, the nice thing is it holds you up slightly, but like you're still resting enough on the floor that if you fall, it's not a fall damage height. Encounter roll for the evening.
Oh, the last one. Someone else take this one. Don't need to read.
20?
Yep.
13.
Okay. Seas are fine. Weather's fine. If anything happens that's interesting in the evening, nobody's woken up for it. You guys wake up at the crack of dawn, probably, because that's when shift change would be. That's when there's movement in the ship. You're not necessarily like woken up. It would just be, not you. You three are not necessarily woken up. It's just there's enough movement in the room that it would disturb your sleep, especially if you're used to a noble's quarters where nobody bugs you until it's time to get up.
And again, just like mesmerized and wild by like normal living.
That's fair.
Hey, brother, let's go greet the sun and pray.
Yeah. Well, for that first part.
Greet the sun.
All of them as the only people I know.
That's fair. Yeah.
Dear Progrega or Protagon, I greet this day unknowing of your divine plan. Please allow us to act with your love, guiding our compassion for others, allowing your love to shield those who know not of your love and grace. As we love from below, you love us from on high. Amen.
I want to like, I've been staring at you, but as you've got to go back to like the eyes closed praying gesture, like I assume.
So much while you're
Just
just
like,
are we done? No.
Amen.
Or the one eye.
Now let's eat.
There is breakfast that is not served as a communal meal. It's more of there is a barrel of food and you can take as you will.
I go before him.
Yeah, this is barrel.
So what's
That's
everyone
fair.
else having?
Yeah. So you look at that, probably quickly grab a bowl,
Yeah.
scoop it up, type of
Yeah.
a thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a muesli mix of nuts, seeds, oats.
Sounds like what I usually.
Essentially what I take in my snacking bench.
That doesn't shock me. At noon,
Lunchtime. Or should I say breakfast?
you guys are still in open ocean. The crew doesn't necessarily bug you. Some people have some general questions. There's clearly like a section of crew that's ignoring you, and there's clearly a couple of crew members who are interested in who the rest of the people are and are just asking you basic information. What's your name? What's your skill set? Where are you from? No, I'm actually single.
Good to know.
And you guys essentially mingle for, well, let's see how much of the day. Give me another encounter roll there, Tyler.
I would also like to see a roll once in a while of how many couples she's formed on the ship already.
I think she's just laying the groundwork. What was it? 13? Okay. So the day passes really nicely. The weather is smooth enough that nobody is at any risk of seasickness or going overboard, but there is enough wind to propel the ship forward. The worst thing that can happen to a sailing ship is no wind. It just sits there. But there is wind.
Never seen those fish. I wonder what those ones
You can also play spot the jellyfish if you really get bored and, look overboard and count the jellyfish.
I wonder what those ones
I mean, I've had jelly before, but I can't imagine they're related to the fish. I feel like I would put that together by now.
The jelly is a preserve typically made of fruit.
Who's making that?
Back.
Can I roll to see how comfortable I am on the open ocean?
Yeah.
The answer is not.
19.
Yeah, you can transition to it. It's a different part of nature. It's not what you're used to, but like every now and then you can look down, you can see seaweed. You can see, things that ground you, root you.
What jellyfish jelly? That's an interesting.
The
idea.
question would be how comfortable are you with these three?
Yeah.
Evening comes, same thing, communal meal. The day was non-eventful, and the crew seems excited about that fact. Encounter roll for the evening.
6.
Evening comes, overnight goes. It is relatively, again, uneventful. Rel is absent from the group, as Rel has her own private quarters and sleeps in. I assume stay up late and sleep in.
Yes,
The
yeah,
tradi-
they sleep in.
The
They
traditional
have to get
bard
to know the
thing.
night crowd too.
That's true. Yeah, you don't want them to feel neglected by your
No.
attention.
I would like to spark up a small conversation around dinner,
Okay.
or whatever facsimile of dinner we have when you actually do show up, because I assume we're trying to keep you as part of the friend group. I feel like you're the only person I've really met here that isn't these two that seems to,
No things.
exactly.
So you're a paladin.
Yeah.
I'm a cleric.
Yep.
You're
Ranger.
forest.
Yeah.
Is that okay to say? It feels charged in some way, unintentionally.
I don't take offense.
He lives in the woods and he knows how to find animals.
Yeah.
What is edible, what is not. Which I learned a lot of that actually from the timberman.
Probably a
Thought you were
little
saying
trial and error, I
experience.
assume.
That's where I was going.
I do a lot of things.
Trial and error.
Make you hummingbird.
And it's usually safe to say if something is gone off, and you wouldn't be able to eat it, I probably can.
Good to know.
that
two
later.
very different reasons, but good to know.
Social therapy.
The captain, the quartermaster, and the cook are aware of this as part of my special accommodation.
So I guess that does lead me to, finally ask the question. Why is everyone here?
The king's library.
Yeah, but I'll start this. I'm a paladin. My job is to work for the king, do this kind of stuff. Occasionally I get a few more cushy jobs, but this is my job. You seem to be here of your own accord.
I thought it would be fun. Get out of the house for a while. Look at Daddy. He'd be so overbearing. He won't even let me leave, like, the castle by myself. It's so. How am I supposed to meet new people that way?
Yeah, we've all heard
So,
stories.
you run away from home, you get on a ship, you leave the continent, you're heading into the Lord knows where. Could be anywhere. I'll be home soon.
Yeah, that tracks. Given what the king's hoping for us to find, man of the cloth like yourself makes sense.
There are people, my hometown is safe. The people I care for are safe and protected. And there are maybe people out there who aren't. It is my job to spread the love and protect and save these people and provide them a shield to hide behind.
That's a hell of a shield, but
Yes, I'm quite large.
I like this guy. I don't know why I feel like I'm prying for asking, but like,
I'm just not a fan of cities.
you know what?
Like to get away.
I get it. It's the first time I've left the city.
I like cities.
My hometown is maybe 200 people. I understand. The city is a lot.
Yeah.
I've never been out of my hometown until going to the city.
Yeah, that bar was a new experience. This boat is a new experience. Huh.
Whole campaign of new experiences.
Do people tend to fight at bars?
Only if it's a good one.
That seems counterintuitive.
I mean, people fight a lot of places. It's just kind of how people are. At least that's what I've come to find out.
My
I
experience.
go places, there's fights, I get a slammer because obviously it's my fault. Even though it's usually not my fault. Judgment.
Yeah, that I'm gonna call bullshit on, but
I find most people are kind.
I mean, we do have a very large town guard and army of paladins for a reason.
It's just to keep people safe, but most people are kind.
Yeah, but when there's not much coming into the city from the outside, and we still need to keep people safe from something, that something's in the city, buddy.
Never seen evidence.
I mean, you saw it the other night at the bar.
It sounds like it might be more of the paranoia of a soldier prepared for war as opposed to someone enjoying peace.
Usually, if you just talk to people, they tend to be pretty decent.
Huh?
Or maybe I just have a way with people.
Deep cut there.
Deep cut.
just like really introspective there, being like, huh? Do you know what therapy is?
No.
That's all right. You're very handy to have around, I've decided.
And why look for things to fight in a time of peace?
Why indeed?
All right, as you guys
As my
As you
entire life
guys-
is going to change immediately.
as you guys bond over philosophical things and the fact that you all jumped on the ship, not exactly knowing 100% what you're getting into, the ship's captain comes up to you, sits down with you, and looks at you all and says, "Tomorrow we will be on Tassin. Hopefully, if the winds can get us there, we'll be there early in the morning, which will give us the whole day. The Duke has some food, water, and whatnot. I mean, it's a close area to restock on, but we'll take some of his food and his water that he's willing to give us. The men will do the work to get the food and the water on. You all, your particular tasks are not necessarily the manual labor so much as it is to go and
Schmooze.
yeah, sure, smooth, but also explore and keep the area safe. The Duke just took over this island, I don't know, about a year ago. If you would like to go and speak with him, the deal I believe we have with Duke Licinius is that if he needs some help, some people from the ship will help him with some stuff, and he will in turn give us some of the provisions that we didn't want to take too much from the city. So I've chosen you four to do this.
Is there currently a duchess?
There is not currently a duchess. Are you planning on staying, Ralph?
Oh, no, of course not.
Darn.
If there's anything that needs to be moved got to the ship. By the time we are done these 2 days, I would like to help.
No, of course. It's just a cleric, a paladin. There are woods, and I do not know if there's a road. So I figured that you can get them there. Whether I tell you to or not, you're going to talk to the Duke, and if there's anything that he needs that requires aid. He does not have a huge amount of men here. Most of his men are masons and builders, trying to erect a settlement of some type.
Mason, cutting stone is interesting.
Really now?
Anyways, we should be there first thing in the morning, so I would suggest, like I said, getting some rest. First thing in the morning, Rel, is 6 a.m.
I suppose I can make that work. I do only need to sleep a little. I do enjoy it.
It's all right, well, I'll make
Yeah,
sure you're
yeah.
all awake.
No, she takes a full 8 hours.
Niles.
Sometimes 10.
All right, well, I'll make sure you're awake. Sorry.
You don't have to be so firm.
I'm large.
Yeah. You know, someone would see that as an asset. Or men. What are you into? Other than your god. I know you're really into your god. I mean, might be able to arrange that too.
You're dangerously close to blasphemy.
The ship's captain stands up and says, Rel, why don't you and I go talk?
Sure.
Leave the cleric alone.
Yeah. And he looks at you in the exchange and looks as, you owe me one. But you probably don't see it that way. All right.
Really good information.
Just a big smile.
Yeah.
Evening. Whose turn is it for a d20 roll?
Oh, I think it's back to me at this point. 12.
12.
We're really hitting that middle of the
We're,
road.
you're really hitting that middle no encounter area. That means that the night comes and goes without anything that wakes you guys up. And first thing in the morning, you can hear the, I'd say pitter patter of little feet, but it's the clopping of big booted feet as the crew is essentially preparing the ship to come close to shore and dock. You guys probably, I assume, get dressed, grab your stuff, and now there's no docks built here, so there's no convenient. The ship pulls up to a dock, a gangplank gets put on, and you get off the ship. You are lowered in a rowboat and rowed to the shore. I'm gonna ask who's rowing, but I know who's not rowing.
We approach the rowboats and I just look and go, have we checked if this is gonna work?
I wouldn't.
Well, if the three of us are in the front and he's in the back, that should kind of counterbalance the weight.
I don't even really need oars.
Just at the front of the boat, doggy battle crawling us.
Yeah, just
Would
with
you
a
like to row
harness.
for us?
Yeah.
Would you like to row for us? You seem to have the strength. Perfect. We'll be there in no time. While we're getting onto the boat, I'm gonna cast
Legit.
Druidcraft for
Okay.
weather sensor. See what the weather's gonna be for the day.
Mild.
Nice. Oh, it's gonna be a nice day too. There's gonna be so many people out and about.
Your guess would be beach weather.
Ooh, I'm not dressed too heavily. I'll work with it.
So the crew's already.
Every day is a nice day when you're blessed by the love of God.
The crew's already started to take different boats to shore, and essentially try to set up an area where they can receive whatever the Duke is going to bring into them. When you guys get to the shore, the quartermaster does point in a direction where I'd say there's a path, but the three of you would not see a path. You would see a clear path. There is a clear kind of path where people have walked or taken like a scythe to the tall grasses enough that there is a place to pass that is clearly different from the rest of the wooded area around it, but it is still wild and slightly overgrown. Easy to follow for a ranger, though. And the quartermaster points in that direction and then says, let me get my details right here. Duke Licinius's Baron is technically correct, although he has been said that this will elevate his status to Duke. Licinius Tessarin's fortress, I guess you could say, is town, settlement, whatever he is calling it, is about a quarter mile that way. It shouldn't take you that long to get there. The Duke, he prefers that term, is expecting you. The fort is called Fort Solon, which is supposed to evoke the sun. So the Fortress of the Sun. He's a fair man. I've met him before. He's a decent man, fair man. You don't need to stand on ceremony around him.
But he's a noble.
He is noble, not by birth. He was friends with the king, and the king essentially gave him this land, and he became a nobleman because of it.
Nouveau riche.
Gotcha.
So, I assume it'll be a little pompous, but I've dealt with worse.
Yeah, my least favorite kind.
It'll be fine. I'll switch a little bit. Hello.
All yours.
I wonder what kind of food they have.
Kingdom is a word that we're using loosely currently. I'm sure they have some food that you can eat. Well, I guess we'll be on our way. It seems to be a long walk.
You can give me a survival roll. Now, like I said, it is an easy path to follow, but there might be things along the way that are noteworthy.
That is, I believe, an unnatural 20.
Okay, that is a very good roll.
There you go.
With that, you can see the indication of animal paths and whatnot. Now, there's exactly what you'd expect. You can see things like rabbits. You can see the passage of deer, footprints that would indicate bear are here. Nothing that kind of stands out as anything out of the ordinary or concerning. And since this is clearly some type of well enough used footpath, it's nothing that would stand out as a big threat. It seems to be regular animal movement. The one or two things that you see that do catch your attention is that there's a lot of vines in the trees. Now, you look up every now and then to ensure that anything's going to drop down on you, and they very much are vines, but you are definitely, like, it is catching your attention that there are, like, thick vines hanging from the trees.
There's definitely more of a...
This is more of a tropical rainforest feel.
Yeah, but you also notice how there's definitely more at ease now that he's in the forest, outside of the city, outside of a lot of people.
There's a smile.
Um,
Maybe there's a smile to your, like,
yeah, like a
attitude.
small, like,
Yeah,
at peace.
at peace.
Yeah.
Supposed to be seen to a smile.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you've exhaled for the first
Yes,
time.
Yeah.
that's exactly it. Yeah.
All that stress and tension in your shoulders has dropped
Yeah.
a bit.
You know what I'm doing this entire one.
Praying?
I'm reciting prayers while looking for things that are edible and
Can I
Okay.
point out things that are editable?
100% with that
Yeah.
roll. You can probably point out things that are edible and also describe them. You can probably say that one's got a tangy flavor to it, and
also
that one you don't want to eat because make your skin itchy. I don't want to think what it would do to your stomach.
18 on my survivals also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're able to
Fine
avoid the
crystals.
clearly poisonous or like poison ivy type substances, and you're able to find the stuff that probably tastes on the better side of,
The occasional bird nest.
Just watching intently, just
So, quarter mile is not far if you're a ranger who can walk through the woods.
Yeah.
For you guys, there'd be a decent amount of probably slight tripping because there are going to be branches that are here on the ground or roots that are kind of like sticking up a little bit. Not anything that'd be big enough, especially with a ranger leading the way, that you'd have to be concerned about danger. Yeah.
What is our marching order? Obviously, you in the
Yeah.
front.
I'm not sure. I think instinctively I would be right behind you because that's just sort of the way to go, just sort of from the charge, paladin style. But if anyone were to push ahead of me, I could stop them. I think.
It'd probably be easier for you guys to trailblaze behind me.
Just making the
Yeah,
path
yeah.
easier.
I'm probably lollygag.
So first, second, third, fourth. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So that
So
way we can discuss issues. Like,
Yeah.
as you guys are traveling, you cross an area where you can see it's clearly a clearing. Now it is both partially a natural clearing and it has been cleared. Ahead of you, you can see that there is a wall. Now the wall is very much like a wooden post style of wall. It might be 6 feet tall, so you can most certainly it's not a very tall wall, and you can see that there are a couple of wooden towers on the inside. Along with kind of a building that you could only guess is some type of fort that's on the inside. Between you, where you come out of the woods, and that fortress area, there is an area of water. Now, you're not going to call this drinking water. This is a lot more of like a swampy style water. It doesn't shock you. You don't like step right into water, but as you kind of come out towards the clearing, you can see like the cattails. And you can see kind of like dragonflies buzzing around. There's very clear insect activity, and you can smell that smell of stagnant water and mud. It doesn't smell great, but you've been in swamps that have smelled a lot worse. You could skirt the edge. There is no bridge, but it's also not like you have to figure out how to cross the water. You could easily walk around it.
As we enter the clearing, what is that smell?
I'm not going in that.
It smells so peaceful and serene.
Can I make a perception check just to check
Does
if
not.
anything's
Concerning in the
Yeah.
swamp? Oh, yeah.
It's like something died in there.
A couple things probably did.
15?
15?
It smells like comfort.
Smells like comfort. Okay, with 15, you do see something is moving in the water. Now, as you probably approach slightly towards the edge in a way that keeps you enough of a distance from it, completely head on, so that you can see what it is. As you are looking in the water, you can see that there is something. It almost looks like a fallen tree that is clearly moving in the direction towards you. You are not shocked by this, but the rest of you are, as a second crocodile kind of quickly starts to run out of the water towards whoever's standing closest to it. Now, you said, I'm not going in there. I'm going to guess it's not you.
Oh, I was fully ready to approach.
You're
this
fully
thing.
ready to approach. So you're probably peeking it. You see there's some like lotus-style lilies in there. It looks really pretty. As you're looking in, all of a sudden this log that was floating kind of peripheral vision, it starts to move in such a way that it's starting to bend. It gets your attention to look at it as this giant maw full of these real pointy teeth opens up and tries to take a lunge at you. I'm going to ask for initiative between you and the two crocodiles, and then you three can enter afterwards. Unless you guys want to make a perception roll to see if you see the crocodiles first.
I'll make a perception
That
on this.
is. I have 16.
Justin gets 16.
17 to see the crocodile.
Okay, you see the crocodile beforehand too.
I don't. That's fine.
13 on crocodile check.
You don't see the crocodile until it is too late.
I'm just appalled by
Too
this.
distracted by real mud.
My initiative is
5.
I'm interested because in swamps there's frogs, and frogs are
I only did mud when I was a kid. I was allowed in the rain.
Oh boy, crocodiles are good.
I know what it feels like.
Okay. First round of initiative. Those of you who are not surprised will get to act. Those of you who are surprised will have to wait until next turn. So the nice thing about you being a paladin with a terrible dexterity modifier is you lose nothing to your AC here because you don't have dex anyways.
Yep.
I assume.
Nope. Pure chainmail and shield.
Yep. Okay. So you're good. I mean, we'll see if you're good. Crocodile is going to make a running lunge towards you. It hits AC 15.
Misses.
It misses. So The explanation that I can come up with that is as it runs towards you, giant maw open, ready to kind of close shut on you. You have a shield, obviously, right?
Mhm.
You just pull your shield up just in time to get in between units. So its nose hits your shield, and you can see, like you can feel the murderous feeling of this. Yeah, this is a giant beast for sure, and it's moving fast too. Like it came at you with speed. You guys seen? Everybody has seen a crocodile move quickly. Right?
Yeah,
Like they can.
They can't.
Is there one or two?
There are two. There's another one that
Yes.
was coming towards you, and it is going to come towards you. You were watching it. It was watching you. That is a natural 20.
Jesus.
Was debating if I fudged that roll, but no, I'm not going to fudge that roll.
Ooh.
So it is going to hit you.
Ooh.
What body part is that? In the jaw. Okay.
Oh my god.
So
in
Stab
the
it from the
face by an
Yeah.
alligator.
yeah. So as you're probably thinking, it's going to come at my
Oh, that's a
midsection.
crocodile.
It's a crocodile.
Crikey!
Yeah,
Crikey!
I'm
That's
gonna-
a crocodile.
It goes
I
to
think they're
bite.
out here.
Yeah.
And it's going to do 3 points of damage to you
This was not corked.
as it rolls very badly on its attack or damage. But it hits you specifically in the jaw. So I'm going to say for now, spells with verbal
Oh
components.
no.
Oh no.
What is Hunter's Mark?
Not that you can't cast them, it's just you're going to have to make a roll to see if you can get the verbal components
It's
off.
all verbal. It's just verbal. Okay.
It is now your turn.
Yeah, so bonus action, I'll try and cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay, so I'm going to get you to give me a d20 roll. A higher roll is better. You're able to
Yeah.
articulate it through the pain of your jaw.
It's 11.
You know, I'll give it to you.
Right. Okay, with that, I'll take out my short sword
Okay.
and swing for attack.
Okay.
That is a 9 plus 6, 15.
15 hits.
Extra d6 damage.
Yeah, first sentence, I'll remember our abilities.
Yep, an extra d6 force damage. So d6, that's a 1. So that's 5 piercing damage
Okay.
and 4 force damage.
Okay.
Then I'll use my extra attack with a light weapon.
Okay.
It has nick property, so I can do it as part of the attack action. And I have advantage on it because of Vex on my short
Oh,
sword.
love that combo. So dirty.
So that's a 10. That's a natural 20.
I guess you hit.
Yeah.
Does it? I think Nick crit.
So you doing his critical hit roll?
Oh yeah.
I would assume special abilities can hit.
Here.
Or
This is just an extra attack.
Yeah, it's essentially
Yeah.
just a bonus attack.
Oh, but like my Hunter's Mark, does that crit?
Typically in 5th edition, all the dice is rolled. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That looks like a head.
Sleepy face.
Sleepy face.
Oh, so okay, it's going to be a potential unconscious. Okay.
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 Do you need more d6?
Yeah, I'll need.
A sleepy face.
Yeah,
That is a
4d6.
sleepy face.
Yeah.
Woof.
Ooh, teeth could be an option.
Oh.
Knock its teeth out.
Jewelry
There's
under
some-
that.
there's fun
okay,
ones on
that
this one.
is 8 slashing damage
Okay.
and 9 force damage.
The crocodile slips underneath the water. You're not sure if you killed it, if it's hiding, if it's unconscious, but it slips under the water.
If the turn.
Or actually, you might know with Hunter's
Yeah.
Mark.
If the target drops to 0 hit points before this spell ends, you can take a bonus action to move the mark to a new creature.
Okay,
see
you
within
can take a bonus action.
range. Okay. Okay. But that's the end of my go.
All right. James.
Well, I'm gonna hit the other one with my giant club.
Okay, you move up, get in between or get beside Drew in it.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Yeah. For 10 points.
Okay.
Wham!
You two may enter initiative now. And we're going to go into round 2.
That'll be a nice 7.
A nice 7.
9.
Okay. Crocodile goes first.
Now singular. It's single.
Oh.
Yeah.
Newly widowed.
Yes.
Newly widowed.
Rough
You
exterior,
look
but-
easier to hit, and you just hit it. The logical thing is to go after you. That is a 21 to hit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that hits me.
You're going to take 5 points of damage. What is your size category?
Large.
You are not grappled.
Sorry, I'm considered large.
Considered large. You are not grappled. But you do take 9 points of damage from this thing as it bites.
9 points?
No, what did I say? 6 points?
Okay. It's
Oh.
like, what?
That's,
Yeah.
Also
6
presume any damage we took, several nights ago at the bar has been
Is
healed
healed,
off.
yeah.
I didn't actually verbally confirm it, but
You can see that this thing, there's like blood dripping out of its mouth as it is kind of looking at you with anger, murderous rage. You're not really sure how to judge animals.
Yeah, as much contempt as an alligator can have.
Justin.
Swing for attack with a short sword. That's 6, so 12.
Yes, just hits.
Yeah. That is what, 6 plus 10.
6 plus 10?
No.
So you don't have to do the math anymore, but
No, it's 10 damage total.
10 damage total?
Yeah.
That alligator, crocodile, whatever. Big giant monster thing. Also
American murder log.
slips under the water.
Grabbing for it immediately.
Okay.
Good eats. Good eats.
That's,
I assume shield is still partially in his mouth, so I help you.
it's
keep
a
it
little bit
afloat.
shallower where it is now. Yeah, now you two, especially you don't seem the types to be concerned about shoving your hands in a swamp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Help
you
you pull it out.
You can pull it. So this thing weighs. That's a good question. How much do crocodiles weigh?
Is it less than 400 pounds?
Genuinely
That's what we're
valid
looking at.
question.
That
A
is
giant
a solid
crocodile,
question.
yeah. Because it's a huge creature.
It wouldn't be huge,
nope.
because if it was huge and large, I would have been
Yeah,
grabbing.
yeah.
Your average saltwater crocodile. Yeah, is it male or female? Well, we'll just go with the averages here. 1,500 pounds. So yeah,
It's only. That would probably
That's
be
the average.
That
not
is
even
more
a-
than I can carry.
Yeah.
but you can drag a lot more than you can carry.
Oh, yeah. I'm taking this with me. Can you remove its guts?
That would be a survival roll
Yeah.
to and that's fairly easy. How to
Yeah, I can do that.
And
It takes time.
I can watch this happen.
It'll be a while. We might want to get out of the swamp and
Yeah, it's
in
dragging
case
the
any other
from the water.
critters sneak up on us.
So, because I assume you're not going to do this.
No.
The 3 of you are going to drag it towards the fort, which is not too far away. In fact, you can see people on the like around the walls. You can see bows starting to come out, and as you're no longer under threat, the bows go away.
I just sort of stand proudly and give him a wave and like kind of like gesture like not all mud. Paladins from the boat.
I'm having trouble talking. I just yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Your jaw hurt. Now it's not broken or anything. It just like it essentially almost face butted you. And you ever had like your TMJ joint really kind of hurt and ache,
Oh.
or like a lot of dental work done where like your jaw is sore afterwards? It just kind of feels like that. You're probably like slurring your words a little bit, and there's probably a inclination to kind of like hold your jaw or touch your jaw. It'll go away. Chances are you've been hit in the face before.
With consent. And I just do a little like cradling your face, like trying not to make a thing out of this.
I'll give him my
Your
arm.
arm, okay.
Yeah.
Lay on hands is
Yes.
a pretty common. Again, there's a lot of
Yeah.
paladins. It's a pretty
Yeah.
common thing.
Alright.
I just figure-
Although I do like the image of you cradling his face.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
are precious.
The way,
Yeah.
the way Mummy taught me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I won't spit on you and rub my thumb, I promise.
I'll allow it.
But
Yeah.
how much did you take off of that thing originally?
I took 3 damage.
It didn't take much. James is the
No.
one who
Yeah,
took
yeah.
the most.
Took way more.
He took 6.
I took 6.
Oh, 2 over here and 3 over there. I'll come over and give you a high five and like a good grip handshake and thank you for the save.
I watched.
No problem. Food.
Not getting involved in that one.
That's fair.
I was not stepping into that. swamp.
Alligators are greens.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've
I'll
heard-
inspire
I've
you from
heard
20 feet
lots of
back.
Yeah. Didn't come to my turn for inspiration, so like I watched. Supervising.
So,
I've been sent to supervise.
so what are the 3 of your strength scores?
I have 9, so I'm
Okay.
not strong.
17.
17?
14, but my size category makes me as though I am light.
So you 2 can drag it easily, and chances are what you're doing is finding the path of least resistance to pull it. So you guys drag the alligator up. When you guys pull up towards the gate is open for you. There is a man. We'll call him a guard because he's got some type of insignia on him, but this is very much more like on the outskirts of things, and this is an island that doesn't get resupplies that often, so things are a little bit looser or not the official looking stuff here. The man looks like he's in his 50s. He's kind of graying at the temples a little bit. Smiles at you guys and then says, you're the ship that sent from His Royal Highness Douglas.
Yeah.
Pop out from behind, hold the other half of the gator. Yup.
Those things were causing us problems every now and then. Come on in.
We were only able to retrieve one of the bodies.
I mean, that's fine. Nature will consume the other. Come on in. And he doesn't offer to help pull the thing in. You 2 seem to have it.
Yeah.
And he kind of pulls you, leads you into the settlement. Now, the settlement is small. It is very much kind of like a walled fortress. So think like the walled fortress with like the shrine, not even a temple. There is a shrine here. There is kind of an open market. There would be the trades that you need. So there's a blacksmith, there's a mason, there's a leather worker, and there is a carpenter. And they all have kind of shack-like houses that they're working out of. There's a fort that is clearly being built, along with, again, a couple shack-like long houses for the people who live here. It's not an established settlement yet. This is very much the workers have been brought over to build it. And there's guards here clearly to make sure that it is safe while they're doing so. The guard who takes you in, his name is Alex. And he's pretty informal as he talks to you. He says, yeah, I'm Alex. Licinius will see you all. He is eagerly waiting to welcome the heroic adventurers who are going to be going on the King's Great Holy Mission.
Ooh.
Do you have a place where we could dress the gator quickly?
We have people who can do that. Do you want to take it with you?
Probably not. I mean, maybe when everything's done.
I'd quite like to do it myself, if that's all the same to you.
Sure. Did you want to speak with the Duke, or do you want to?
Why don't we give this to them to clean? And if the skin and the meat could be kept, because I would like to eat this.
Sure. Yeah, and gator leather is pretty good for armor.
I need materials to do patchwork fixes.
And he nods and says, I'll go see the Duke. I'll join this in afterwards if you want it.
Thank you, Alex.
Personal question, Alex.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have a sweetheart?
Sadly, no. She passed a couple years ago.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Thanks, dear.
We'll work on
Wait, what?
As we leave, just
Yeah.
what?
When you guys go into the fort, it's pretty Spartan. It's pretty bare bone. There is clearly like a large round table with chairs. This is a little bit more of like an everybody's equal situation. There is no throne. There's no chair that's nicer than the others. There's a very large map that's on the table with like your almost like little chess pieces that are on the map. The map is of the island. And there is a man, there's 3 men in the room and a woman. They're all just kind of, they seem to be talking and in a, I'd say relaxed position, but there does seem to be a little bit of tension. When you all come in, do you all sit there politely and wait for you to be called, or do you walk right up to them?
You know my answer.
I think there's a solid moment of like waiting for the decorum, realizing there's no proper decorum, and then just seeing you and being like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's 3 of us who would
Yeah,
keep waiting.
I'm sure 3 of the 4 hesitate a little, and I'm just.
And you just walk right up.
You speak when spoken.
Don't even pause, right?
No pause.
Okay. Yeah, so you 3 stop and you wait. And as you stop and you wait, Rel just walks right past you. Like she owns the place.
I think as soon as she like reaches it, I grab one of the chairs and just pull it over and sit down and go, I'm just gonna watch, see what happens.
Okay. The 3 men and the woman turn towards you all, kind of mid conversation. The woman looks a little bit shocked and perhaps appalled to the interruption. But one of the men just kind of shakes his head and holds his hand up and then says, you all are from the boat?
Yep.
Ship.
Yeah, the captain sent us ahead to meet you and see if there's anything we can do for you.
Yes. No, I appreciate you all coming here. The captain said we could do a little bit of trade.
Nice to meet you. I'm Percival.
And he sticks out his hand and takes your hand and goes, I'm Licinius Tesserin, the Duke here. And he smiles. There's a bit of pride in that.
Nice to meet you, Duke Viserys.
You all are.
Calde.
Zerks.
No, pleasure's all yours.
Do you hold out your hand to him?
Yes.
He takes it, goes to shake it, awkwardly kisses your hand as if he has no idea what the etiquette is.
Hey, points for trying. Give him that much.
Yeah.
I just reached out.
Well, depending on how long your ship is here, will depend on, I guess, if you're willing to do this task. This island was given to me to fortify, I guess. There's no people on it other than the people that you see here. There was a couple scouts that came with me originally to scout the island. We have a rough map. However, we came back, set up this fortress, and things have gone weird. Originally, we thought the gods might be upset with us coming here. We tried offerings. We tried.
I like hand on his shoulder, kind of like holding him back a little bit, just like, let's hear him out.
We tried offerings. We tried prayers. We tried divinations. Nothing seemed to come up with an answer. And then we thought perhaps it was the nature spirits we upset.
Did you ask for permission from the tree mothers and the forest children?
There was nobody to ask permission from. This is the strange thing here. We set up this camp and then the weather turned bad and some of our grains failed or went rotten. The weather went bad again. One of our buildings just sunk into the soft ground, which wasn't soft before. We have sent some people out about a week ago and they haven't returned. The island isn't big enough for them to be gone for a week.
So, I take it you want us to find your lost people and rid this place of whatever curse is on the land?
Ridding the curse might be a lengthy process, and I understand you have somewhere else to go, but finding my lost men would be ideal.
At least maybe an answer to what the curse might be, so you might be able to work on that.
Any information would be fantastic. I don't like the idea of there being 6 men out there lost or injured or trapped. I'd like them returned.
Speaking of information.
Narrows eyes and just like, is now really the time?
I hear you're single. Do you have a sweetheart in your life?
No, my life has been my work here. It looks at you strangely.
But it is a stronger foundation for a duke to have a duchess. So it is something you should think about.
I'll think about it.
I'm sure there's multiple women around who might be interested, and you're just gonna eye the ladies. You're gonna see if there's any reaction from them.
Give me an insight roll.
I'm not good at I'm good at talking, not reading people. 14. I don't have any.
She blushes and looks away. Whatever you want to read into that. And I know what you're going to read into that.
I'm gonna. Can I roll insight on that too? To see if it's actually like a blush, or like is she embarrassed that it's even coming up?
Sure.
13.
Do you see the same thing? Blush and look away.
Okay.
She's interested.
Have you had your priests bless the land?
We went through all the traditional methods, and the land was gifted to the gods for their purpose. We set up a shrine as soon as we had a walled city. We had a walled area to be safe.
And I would assume that the shrine was set up to Protego, the god who protects.
It is a pantheistic shrine. It's set up to all of them so that anybody can worship here.
You mentioned you had maps.
Yes. Let me get you some maps. I assume you are the ranger of the group. He chooses his words specifically. So he gets you a map. So the island is kind of wiggly shaped with kind of like a thicker, it's almost like hourglass shaped, where the middle kind of cuts in a little bit. He says that the vast majority of it is filled with woods. They have a set of docks that they have, now docks being a very loose word, where you guys have used, and there is another set of very old ruined docks towards the south of the island. There's one set of ruins that they know about. When they went in there, it did seem to be filled with symbols, and they left it be. They said that the men kind of looked at it and said, this is clearly something that we want to let be, and until somebody else can investigate it, and that person that investigating it was not going to be them. He said it's about, if you know how to get through the woods, it's a couple hours south. If you don't know how to get through the woods, it could be a little bit longer. If you follow the shoreline, it could be quicker. Otherwise, the vast majority of what they have found on the island is caves and caverns and whatnot. Nothing that would indicate anybody was living here.
What part of the island are we on?
You guys are on the north part of the island.
And where did his scouts go missing?
He doesn't know. They were going to go south.
And the ruins are south?
The ruins are south. The ruins are the only the ruined building tower. He calls it a tower, but he says he's got no evidence that it was a tower. It's just the word that they use. And the ruined docks, that is a little bit further south and then west. So the ruined tower is on the southeast side, and the ruined docks are on the southwest side. Those are the only things that kind of predate them.
Unrelated lore question, that because it came up just now.
Yeah.
Given the city's larger temples, would there be pantheistic shrines, or is that something that the city would have no use for because there's enough?
The cities don't have a pantheistic shrine, but a lot of the smaller towns and villages do. A lot of them set up one church or one temple, and they have like side shrines for the various gods. The church or temple might be set up to Eustacia or Protagon, and then the other, or Lydia, who's the goddess of bounty, especially in like our agricultural areas, and then there's typically a shrine for each one of the other gods. So it's a pantheistic society, but the city would say, "Oh, we'll build them their whole own church."
Yeah. So hearing about that is kind of a weird, like, that's new and interesting, and I'm a little intrigued by that.
That's fair.
So the,
This would be 100% what you'd be used to.
so the docks were southwest,
Docks are southwest,
ruins are southeast.
ruins are southeast.
Well, I mean,
6 missing men.
6 missing men.
people missing. Something's wrong.
And he does say 2 of them were trained scouts. One of them had a little bit of, not a worshiper of a god, but a worshiper of nature. So druid is what your thoughts would be. Druids are kind of rare-ish on the island,
Yeah,
but
my-
yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's fair. 2 rangers, a druid, and the other 3 were just fighters from his description. He said they're good with sword, and one of them had a shield.
So by all means, they should know what they're doing. So likely something actually happened here.
Said 1 druid, 2 scouts, 2 fighters,
3 fighters.
3 fighters.
Yeah.
I mean, code of conduct says I gotta go after this thing and make sure we fix it.
And I think step 1 would be to search south first around the ruins, and then southwest towards the docks. Yes.
That makes sense.
How well do you know other religions and gods?
I mean, the monastery I grew up in was fairly pantheistic. I just have a preference for Portego myself.
Maybe you'll figure something out in the ruins they couldn't.
Anything is possible. I would be interested to see the runes anyway to take etchings, as these could be valuable, and who knows what language they may be.
Yeah, who knows? Could be anything.
Could even be a boat.
I don't think it's a boat, it's a tower.
You tilt a boat sideways upright, kind of tower-esque,
No, it's just a bad boat.
but a good tower.
Or could be bad both.
I have cartographer's tools. Can I make a rough little?
You 100% can, especially since he has a map. You can very easily. So not even a
Somehow
rough
you're
one with
nicer than
cartographer's
this.
tools. But with cartographer's tools, you can actually take like
I
the
have
measurements and make sure that you are fairly to scale with it.
What's the island called?
Tassan, Tasan.
Oh, I had that spelled wrong in my head the whole time. Double S-I-N.
That's fair.
No idea why.
It'll be Tassin.
Trading on there, Tassin.
Tassis.
Get me some gator and Tassin.
The woman who is there says about the island. There's some larger animals here. The vast majority of them, they do seem to leave when the rangers or the
Yeah, we killed 2 gators on the way here. One of them is being cleaned.
Karin is his name. He's the druid. He tries very hard to not kill animals. He's got away with them to try to make him just go away. He says that they can be given food or turned to ways that nobody has to get hurt, including the animals.
I don't think we have those skills.
The animals are.
But we'll try.
He acts as our priest here.
Oh, and your name was, sorry?
Mary.
Mary?
Yes, ma'am.
Nice name, it's very pretty.
Animals are.
Yeah, but some people say they shouldn't be food and eat just plants.
It's like the fairy children. The spirits in the woods.
Yeah, the stories do say they don't tend to eat meat. I think it's a part of the lore.
Stories.
The druid
Yeah.
did tell us that there were nature spirits around. He said he talked to them. I couldn't get any of my men to talk to them, I guess.
Did you mention how large they were, or what style of wings, if any, if they had bark?
No, he just said he spoke to them and he talked to them about the island. He said that they were fine with us living here so long as we didn't bug them. They were good with us living here.
Didn't say anything specifically about not cutting down trees.
Not that he passed on to us.
What was
Probably not 3 mothers.
what was the druid's name?
Okay, Karen.
Karen.
Carn.
And confirming he was part of the party that I'm missing?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Druid tells them to be good to the island will be good to them. They go missing, and island's not being good to them. I smell a rat.
As per the laws of the city, this is obviously a negotiation that went wrong and a deal that was reneged on, but nature doesn't behave that way. And I mean, my hope is that they just got lost and are in a cave and are unable to come back, but are fine on provisions, and you can help them come back.
Well,
We'll try.
definitely hope for the same thing on our journey.
No, we'll bring them back safe.
We
I agree.
appreciate you willing to look into this for us. Thank you. We'll pass it on to the captain to wait for the day.
Yeah, I think a good solid day to get some groundwork done. See if we need to extend the trip a little longer.
I don't think it should take us more than a day to bring them home.
Cuts to us 10 days later, living in the woods, all with giant beards. Ah!
If
Used to have
you
a monkey
Including
butler.
if you can do this for us, we have extra rations for the trip.
We will definitely do this.
Plus, think of other exotic meats we could find out there.
That would be helpful.
What do you make your rations of here?
We have some deer and venison. Like I said, is deer. Boar.
They're making notes.
I like to imagine your
Oh.
notes are just you drawing the animal.
Is there anything else you need from me before you go and investigate this?
No, but maybe we can have a girls' talk.
I don't know how to do that, ma'am. The girl.
Don't worry, she'll teach you.
So Mary is so she's got kind of blonde hair. She's wearing very bulky armor. You'd put her at late 20s. She's got an insignia on her that gives her some type of a rank,
How
but
old's the Duke?
about 30, mid 30s.
Good match.
So we're using a piety system. You do the will of your god, and you get a piety point. Tyler, you will get a piety point. You are trying really hard to matchmake. I will give you a piety point, which puts you at 2 piety points to Miri. When you hit 3, 5, 15, 25, and 50, you get bonuses.
Mm.
There will be more gods you come across. You don't have to pick a god up now. Although you two kind of did.
On paper. I was assigned a god
At birth?
Yes.
Your starter god.
I was given 2 gods to choose from as a starter, and I chose one because it shut someone up more than the other one.
That's fair.
Because that ain't part of the same pantheon there.
Well, it is 8:30, and I guess I would say this feels like a natural stopping point. Would you like to
Okay,
wrap this
so-
up for the day?
I think so. Get us to the journey. We have a quest ahead of us. I have questions. Our battery's been beeping for the last few
I
minutes.
know,
I've been
I've
so
been noticing
freaking
that
paranoid.
Well, then we're doing great. So
Yeah.
I am terrible with outros, and there's somebody in the other room, so I don't have to actually go hit the button. But I normally do have to go hit the button, so I don't know what to do with an outro. Other than say, we'll be back at this next month. Or if you are interested in watching D&D stuff, we're back at this next month. And if you're in Halifax, we are starting D&D back in the store. So if you want to DM or if you want to play, contact us.
Live play has returned.
Yeah. That's my outro. So Tia, you can turn us off.
Till next time.
Till next time.
Ciao.
Bye bye.
And now he's just going to turn us off.
I'm gonna go next door just in case.
Now we can blaspheme all we wish.
No.
Blaspheme, blaspheme.
I will say this: one of my biggest weaknesses